I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
Oh, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
If you've been thinking about getting serious with your money, like actually serious, now's the time. The Motley Fool is offering new members 50% off their iconic stock recommendation service, Stock Advisor. This is the same service that's crushed the market with recommendations that have returned 1,057% since inception, compared to the S&P 500's 180% over that same period. This isn't guesswork. The Motley Fool has a track record of finding companies before they become household names. So if you want to invest smarter and you like saving money while doing it, go to fool.com/listen to claim your 50% off discount off a 1-year term of Stock Advisor. Again, that's fool.com/listen. Returns of 1,057% are from the Motley Fool's product Stock Advisor and measured against S&P 500 returns of 180% as of July 10th, 2025. Past performance is not an indicator of future results. All investing involves a risk of loss. Individual investment results may vary.
Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, Counter Spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Drama on a Wednesday with episodes of Mr. President starring Edward Arnold from 1950, Dragnet starring Jack Webb from 1949, the first season of the show, Dick Kollmar as Boston Blackie from 1946, Calling All Cars from 1936, and an episode of Lum and Abner from 1942, and it appears that there is a new school teacher in Pine Ridge. We'll tell you about that coming up in a moment here on this Wednesday, 17th day of September, 260th day of the year, 105 days remaining in 2025. Boston founded on this date in 1630. The Constitution signed in Philadelphia on this date in 1787. Francis Scott Key finished the Star-Spangled Banner poem on this date in 1814. In 1908, the Wright Flyer, flown by Orville Wright with Lieutenant Thomas Selfridge as passenger, crashed. Selfridge was killed, thus becoming the first fatality of an airplane crash back in 1908. In 1960, the Red Baron, Manfred von Richthofen, a flying ace of the German Luftwaffe, won his first aircraft combat near Cambrai, France. 1947, James Forrestal sworn in as the first Secretary of Defense, and the first space shuttle, Enterprise, unveiled by NASA on this date in 1976. The Enterprise never made it to space. It was used as a test vehicle. In 1978, the Camp David Accord signed by Israel and Egypt.
The first document that we will sign is entitled A Framework for Peace in the Middle East, agreed at Camp David. And the text of these two documents will be released tomorrow. The documents will be signed by President Sadat and Prime Minister Begin, and it will be witnessed by me. We have to exchange 3 documents, so we'll all sign 3 times for this one. I might say that the first document is quite comprehensive in nature, encompassing a framework by which Israel can later negotiate peace treaties between herself and Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, as well as the outline of this document that we will now sign. And as you will later see in studying the documents, it also provides for the realization of the hopes and dreams of the people who live in the West Bank and Gaza Strip, and will assure Israel peace in the generations ahead. This second document is the one relating to a framework for a peace treaty between Egypt and Israel. And this is a document that calls for the completion of the peace treaty negotiations within 3 months. And I have noticed a challenge extended by these two gentlemen to each other, and they will complete within 3 months. I might say that this document encompasses almost all of the issues between the two countries and resolves those issues. A few lines remain to be drawn on maps, and the question of the settlements is to be resolved. Other than that, most of the major issues are resolved already in this document, and we will now sign this document as well.
The formal signings on this date in 1978. After years of strikes at the Leningrad shipyard in Gdansk, Poland, the nationwide independent trade union Solidarity, established on this date in 1980, and released on this date in 1981, the German war epic Das Boot. The $12 million epic did nearly $85 million at the box office. The song, It's a Long Way to Tipperary, performed by the Red Army Chorus. It was on this date in 1983, Miss New York, Vanessa Williams, became the first black Miss America.
And I'm wondering, you were standing there, among other things, with Miss New Jersey, who is also a black woman. Did you think it was conceivable that the first runner-up and Miss America could both, for the first time, be black?
Well, after I had seen her talent and I knew how well I could do, I knew that she would be first runner-up or sometime or somewhere in the top 5. But we really didn't have a chance to see the girls' talent or listen to them in their interview until the final night, watching them on the monitor.
So that's when you see the competition?
Yes.
As far as you were concerned, though, she was just another candidate. The fact that she was black or you were black, is that relevant at all to you?
Well, we were both very similar. It wasn't really important to us that we were there as black contestants, but that we were very qualified, very talented. And there were a lot of similarities between us. We both had the same particular type of singing style, a kind of showy pop style. And we both had the same kind of attitude, being there, having fun, and doing the best we could.
Ironically, she would resign her title amid a media controversy surrounding naked photos published of her in Penthouse magazine. She was, 32 years later, offered a public apology during the Miss America pageant in 2016 for those events. But she did have a successful singing career and as an actress, and she remains active today. And that first runner-up, she became the second African-American Miss America. Now, in 1991, the first version of the Linux kernel released to the internet. This machine I use right now to produce the program is not operating on Linux. It's a Windows computer. But I will tell you that to my right, I have another computer here that operates on Linux. It operates on Zorin, and I use that for a lot of information that we gather here. In 2007, AOL, once the largest internet service provider in the U.S., officially announced plans to refocus the company as an advertising business and to relocate its corporate headquarters from Dulles, Virginia to New York City. And ironically, it is just recently here, in the last few weeks, that AOL finally ended dial-up service. In 2011, Occupy Wall Street movement began in New York City, and it was on this date in 2016. 2 bombs exploded in Seaside Park, New Jersey, and in Manhattan. The Manhattan bombing injured 31 people. Among those passing away on this date in history, one of the best talkers ever as far as a manager goes, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yes, I am a gifted athlete and a wrestler, but I don't particularly care to wrestle, and they know that. The whole thing is between Andre and the Hellbilly and Stutt and Bundy. And just because some goon at 7'4" and 500 pounds and some dumb hick from Mud Lick put their two heads together with an IQ of 10, they want me in the ring. They want to get their hands on Stutt. They want to pick up that money for a slam. They want to get rid of Bundy because they're jealous of his size and massiveness. And they want to get rid of me because they're jealous of me. My whole life, everybody's been jealous of me. Everybody's been worried about me my whole life. They've done this to me. They've done this to me.
Now, Bobby Heenan, believe it or not, was a pretty good wrestler. He was what they would call, I guess, his prime, he could have been what they like to call a carpenter. One of the guys who really built a good match and elevated people through the wrestling. But he became a manager. He was able to, he would wrestle, and he had a mouth. He actually did very, very well. Anything he did in the wrestling ring came naturally. He was never trained. But he did wrestle, and he did some pretty goofy stuff over the years. He eventually had to step away from the physical end of wrestling, which is why in the 80s we saw him become more of a commentator, both in the WWE and in the World Championship Wrestling. And I have to tell you that he did well in that, but he had to have neck surgery. And because of that, they stepped him away from all of that. He was going to retire. And in fact, the funny part about it, he had received neck surgery. He had gone through neck surgery, had the broken neck apparently, and one day the funny part is he was given an on-air farewell because then Gorilla Monsoon, who was, I guess, in storyline the president of the WWE, although he really wasn't, he picked him up, threw him out into the street, out of the arena, on the air, and that really was a deserving farewell from the WWE. And then World Championship Wrestling made him an offer to come work for them, and so he worked for them till, well, another 6 years working for them, working a much easier schedule. And he finally, less than 6 months after Heenan left, he ended up retiring. Did a bunch of other stuff over the years. And then there was a big issue. It was called cancer. It took his voice initially, then took his jaw, so he couldn't speak at all. And he just never the same. He died in 2017 on this date at the age of 72. And cause of death, organ failure due to complications from the throat cancer. Bobby Heenan passing away on this date. Stuff that y'all don't know. Hugo Winterhalter, wonderful band leader, passing away on this date. Actor Richard Basehart, Vice President Spiro Agnew. Oh my goodness, Red Skelton passing on this date. Casino heir Ted Binion. George Hamilton IV, wonderful country singer. Cokie Roberts and another country singer, J.D. Souther, You're Only Lonely. Among those born on this date in history, I'm going to talk a lot today, it looks like. Commentator Gabriel Heater.
Good evening, everyone. My wire is open for any late word Washington may have on the latest Nazi claim. Berlin Radio claims the U-boat sank our aircraft carrier Ranger. Not a word has come out of Washington regarding it up to half a minute ago. It remains an absolutely unconfirmed enemy claim. Germany, you remember, once claimed it sank our aircraft carrier Wasp, and this proved to be a lie. Germany claimed she sank our battleship Maryland off Brazil. It proved to be a British freighter and another Nazi lie. She claimed her U-boat sank an American cruiser off Norway, and that proved to be a lie. The Ranger is a 14,000-ton ship. She's said to normally carry 1,800 men and 80 planes. Hitler may be trying to mar our Easter holiday with some psychological warfare.
Radio commentator Gabriel Heater, born on this date, in 1890. Also born on this date, the very, very funny Jerry Colonna.
Haven't I seen your face someplace else?
No, it's always been right here between my ears.
You trying to make me look ridiculous?
Oh, I couldn't take all the credit.
Look, mink lip. Why don't you find another creep and get married?
Can you cook?
From a Bob Hope television special, Jerry Colonna, born on this date in history. Chief Justice Warren Burger, born on this date. Hank Williams Sr., born on this date as well. Musician Bill Black, actor Roddy McDowell, also actress Anne Bancroft, and the delightful John Ritter. All those folks born on this date in history, and as we say, they have all left the building.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
The Mistress of the Darkness, Elvira. Real name, Cassandra Peterson, 74 years old today. The very, very funny Rita Rudner, 72. Japanese retired pro wrestler Masahiro Chono, 62 years old today. He won an Emmy for Friday Night Lights. Kyle Chandler is 60.
We're all vulnerable, and we will all, at some point in our lives, fall. We will all fall.
Kyle Chandler, 60 years old today. From Mad TV and the Harold and Kumar movies, Bobby Lee is 54. 7-time NASCAR Cup champion Jimmy Johnson turns 50.
We're considered as a threat, but when I look into the field, I see 5 or 6 other teams and drivers out there that can certainly win this championship, and I think it's going to be the best chase we've seen yet.
Jimmy Johnson, 50 years old today, and he was Falcon in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Danny Ramirez is 33. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 17th day of September as their birthday, and if this is your birthday...
Hi, we're the 4 freshmen, and we just want to say, Happy birthday to you!
We roll on now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox in just about a couple of moments with Edward Arnold and Mr. President and Do or Die.
If you've been thinking about getting serious with your money, like actually serious, now's the time. The Motley Fool is offering new members 50% off their iconic stock recommendation service, Stock Advisor. This is the same service that's crushed the market with recommendations that have returned 1,057% since inception, compared to the S&P 500's 180% over that same period. This isn't guesswork. The Motley Fool has a track record of finding companies before they become household names. So if you want to invest smarter and you like saving money while doing it, go to fool.com/listen to claim your 50% off discount off a 1-year term of Stock Advisor. Again, that's fool.com/listen. Returns of 1,057% are from the Motley Fool's product Stock Advisor and measured against S&P 500 returns of 180% as of July 10th, 2025. Past performance is not an indicator of future results. All investing involves a risk of loss. Individual investment results may vary.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Let's look ahead to 1966, and there you are in your beautiful new home. You've got automatic gadgets everywhere. There's a sparkling new dream car in your garage. The youngsters are in a fine college. All's right with the world. Is this just an idle dream? No, this is a real future that you can start building right now. A secure, carefree, prosperous future built with United States savings bonds. In 10 years, you will get back $4 for every $3 you've invested. Join the payroll savings plan where you work, or buy bonds where you bank. Start in 1956 to make 1966 the beginning of the golden years.
You know, there's not a day that goes by that I don't hear, I wish we had you back on our radio station. But you know, one of the great things is that I'm able to take the time to do a lot of what we just did there. We spent 17 minutes talking about things that happened on this date and people on this date, and we couldn't do that on the over-the-air radio show. It would take up too much time. If I spent more than 9 minutes doing the this day in history stuff, I would get yelled at, and we would end up having to cut the shows short. And that happened a lot. Okay, let's roll on here. We are going to hear an episode of Mr. President starring Edward Arnold. Each week, Edward Arnold portrayed a president of the United States. But you didn't know which president. Now, in this episode, I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to listen and figure it out. 75 years ago, February 17th, 1950.
In this world, it isn't enough to do a good job all by yourself. You have to be willing to let the other fellow do a good one, too.
Mr. President, starring Edward Arnold and written by Gene Holloway. Mr. President at home in the White House, the elected leader of our people, our fellow citizen and neighbor. These are little-known stories of the men who've lived in the White House. Dramatic, exciting events in their lives that you and I so rarely hear. True human stories of Mr. President.
We bring you Edward Arnold as Mr. President in just a moment, but first a word or two. Rarely before in the history of our country has the office of the presidency been of such vital importance as it is today. As you know, the Constitution is very specific about the powers and duties of the president, making him somewhat subject to the will of Congress in domestic matters, but almost entirely on his own in our dealings with other nations. Our foreign relations are vital to every one of us, and the President is our personal representative in such matters. Into this important picture enter the Mr. President's stories, telling in warm human terms of the adventures, the troubles, the joys of the men who have held the nation's highest office. You, our listeners, have the added thrill of testing your historical knowledge when you try to identify the President of each story. Now, let's listen to Mr. President and see if you can name the president upon whom this episode is based.
Here's a story that happened in Washington a few years ago. Listen closely and see if you can tell who the president was. The president was new in office, and there was a lot to do.
Some more coffee, Mr. President?
No, thank you, my dear. I could use another slice of ham, though.
Now, Mr. President, you know you're not supposed to have ham at all. You're on a diet.
No, I'm not. I'm just watching my diet.
The doctor said.
Oh, sure, the doctor's just an alarmist. All doctors are alarmists. If they had their way, no one would ever get anything to eat. Now, ring for another piece of that ham. I'm hungry.
There isn't any more ham.
Oh, now, that's just plain silly, and you know it. Of course there's more ham. There's always more ham. Now, ring for it.
All right.
Yes, ma'am?
I'd like another piece of ham.
There is no more ham, Mr. President.
No more ham?
No, sir.
Well, then bring me some more muffins.
There's no more muffins.
No more muffins in that whole kitchen?
No, sir.
Why not?
Because we is on a diet.
We? Everyone in the White House? My dear, how on earth can you run an establishment like that?
Well, most people eat too much fattening things anyhow. A little self-discipline will make us all healthier.
Well, so will a little food. You know, I'm a working man. I've got to have sustenance for the inner man.
Oh, you get plenty of sustenance for one inner man. There's no need for you to feed two.
You're going to starve me to death. An army travels on a stomach, you know.
But you're not an army, dear. You're just one man.
Billy, what is there in the kitchen?
There's some black coffee, Mr. President, and some raw apples.
What else?
That's all.
That's all? Well, what are we going to have for lunch?
Oh, I don't know, sir. That's locked up.
Locked up? Why is it locked up?
So you can't get into it before lunchtime. Oh, Billy, bring the president one of those raw apples.
I don't want a raw apple. I want some more ham and eggs.
Cancel the raw apple, Billy.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, a raw apple's better than nothing.
Oh, all right. Bring him the apple, Billy.
Yes, ma'am.
But it isn't much better.
Cancel the apple, Billy.
Yes, ma'am.
No. Bring me the confounded thing. It wouldn't do anything more than just keep the doctor away. It'll help.
Yes, sir.
I certainly never thought I'd see the day when you tried to starve me to death. Particularly when I was carrying the responsibility of the country on my shoulders.
Well, you're not carrying them on your stomach.
Where's the boy? He hasn't been down for his breakfast. Maybe he doesn't want his breakfast.
Oh, shame on you. Would you take the food of a growing boy?
I am a kid, aren't I?
But sometimes I think you don't act one bit older than he
Oh,
does.
nonsense. I certainly don't act like any child.
Oh.
Good heavens, what on earth is that?
It sounds like the house is falling down.
Morning, Mother. Morning, Father.
Did you hear all that noise, son?
Noise? What noise?
Why, the noise in the hall just now.
Was there a noise in the hall just now?
Have you suddenly become hard of hearing, sir?
I don't think so,
Well,
sir.
then you must have heard the noise in the hall.
You couldn't have meant me coming down the staircase on a tin tray, could you?
Huh?
You doing what?
I borrowed one of the tin trays from the kitchen, and I sit on it and slide down the stairs. It's a fine idea. It saves walking downstairs.
Well, you might have broken your neck.
No, it's just like riding a sled.
You might have broken the staircase.
How could I?
Well, I'm sure I don't know, but if there was any way at all to do it, I'm sure you'd find the way.
Now, don't do it again.
No, sir.
Here is your apple, Mr. President.
Thank you.
And here's your breakfast, Master Charles.
Oh, son, do you intend to eat all that ham?
Yes, sir, I'm hungry.
Oh, you are you? Are you going to let him eat all that meat, my dear?
It's only a very small portion. Now, you eat your apple and never mind Charlie's breakfast.
Oh.
Father, is it true you're getting a new secretary?
Yes, everyone in the cabinet seems to feel that another man is needed.
What's going to happen to Mr. Wilkins?
Oh, nothing at all. He'll still be my personal stenographer. Tell me, how's that ham?
It's all right. How's your apple?
It tastes just like an apple.
My dear, I don't like to rush you, but shouldn't you be getting into your office?
Yes. I suppose I'd better get there as soon as possible and interview the new secretary. Now, son, you be a good boy and don't get in any trouble today.
All right, Father, you too.
What? No. Now he's beginning to treat me like I'm his age.
I don't blame him. After the way you've been carrying on about that food.
Now, see here. Kindly remember that you are addressing the President of the United States, a man of dignity and standing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mother, I don't want to be a tattletale, but I think Father has a box of chocolates stitched in his room. I saw him go into his closet and climb up on a chair and reach way back for something. And when he came out, he was chewing.
Well, we'll go and see. Oh, no.
Oh, what was that?
Unless I very much miss my guess, there goes the President of the United States, a man of dignity and standing. Come on, son, let's go and see.
Hello.
Were you riding down the stairs on that tin tray?
Oh, I just thought I'd see what it was like.
How was it?
Oh, not bad. You were right, my dear. Sometimes I do act his age. You know, I'd like to change, but I'm afraid I can't.
Darling, I wouldn't change a thing in the world about you.
You wouldn't? Then I think I'll ride down on the crate tray again. I've just got time enough to make another trip before I interview the secretary. Mr. Carter?
Yes, Mr. President?
You have come to me very highly recommended, and of course I'm well aware of your background.
Thank you, Mr. President. I've been told that you're desirous of obtaining someone who's capable of organizing and setting up a routine here at the White House.
Yes, that's just about it.
Well, I think I could fill such a position satisfactorily, and I should very much like to be given an opportunity to do so.
Well, how soon can you start, Mr. Carter?
I could start at once, Mr. President.
Very well, then. Consider yourself hired.
I may start organizing matters immediately?
Yes, go right ahead and organize to your heart's content. In the meantime, since there aren't any affairs of state to be taken up, I'm going out and get in a few holes of golf. You know, my wife thinks I'm too fat.
Well, you go right ahead, Mr. President. I'll interview the various members of your staff and start getting things in order for you. Wilkins?
Yes, sir.
You, let me see here. You're the President's private stenographer.
Yes, sir.
The President will no longer require a private stenographer. I'll dictate a letter of resignation for you, and you can sign it.
Well, but I've been with the President for years. Long before he was elected to office, I worked for him.
I have told you that the President no longer requires your services. Now, that should finish the matter.
But if the President no longer requires my services, then I think it's up to him to tell me.
I am taking charge of those things for him now. You kindly take down this letter that I'll dictate.
No, Mr. Carter, I won't. Not until I see the President.
Suit yourself. I'm afraid you'll wait a long time before you see the President, Mr. Wilkins.
Mr. Carter.
Yes?
You are Mr. Carter, aren't you? I don't believe we've met. I'm the President's wife.
I'm honored, madam.
I want to enlist your help. The President's doctor has said that he must be kept on a very strict diet. Will you be going with him on the trip to Ohio next week?
I imagine so.
Well, I won't be able to leave at this time. You'll have to keep a very close watch over him on the train. The minute he gets on the train, he starts getting hungry.
I'll take care of that. I'll see that there isn't even a diner on the train to Ohio.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. Now, don't let him wheedle you into changing your mind. He can be most persuasive when he tries. Oh, where is he now?
He said he was going out to get in a few holes of golf because you thought he was too fat.
Oh, dear. That means he'll be starved at dinner. Oh.
My word.
Hello.
Little boy, put that tray away and don't ever let me catch you doing anything like that again.
Huh?
And don't say, when you're addressed. Say, yes, sir. Huh? Now, give me that tray. I'll have it put in its proper place. The President's son must be a little gentleman and a perfect example to every other young man in the country. Riding down the banisters on tin trays indeed.
Who's he?
Well, that's your father's new secretary.
Oh, can you have people beheaded anymore?
Not in this country.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, your father needs people like that, son. He's President of the United States, and everything must be efficiently managed, including him.
Well, where is everyone?
Oh, we're right here, my dear. Did you have a good game?
I certainly did. I feel like $1 million. What's the matter with you, son? Your chin's dropping down to your bootstraps.
Nothing, except I don't ever want to be president.
What's the matter with him?
Well, he's just found out that he has to be an example to all the other youngsters in the nation.
Who told him?
The new secretary.
He's a smart man. I think he's going to be all right.
Yes, I guess he is.
You sound doubtful.
Well, I know we've got to place a high premium on efficiency, but it's possible to carry even that too far. After all, little boys are little boys. There's no use expecting them to behave like anything else.
That's right. And you know something?
You're hungry.
How did you know?
I don't know. It just suddenly came to me like a blinding flash of light. I'll get you an apple.
I don't want an apple. I want a filet mignon.
Well, I'll get you an apple, and you can pretend it's a filet mignon.
What good is it being the President of the United States if I can't even have what I want to eat?
You've got to be an example to people.
I've only had this office a few days, and already it's beginning to seem more like a prison all the time. Oh, well. Next week I'm going to Ohio, and then I'll get something to eat. Don't you worry. The people in Ohio will feed me. Mr. Carter, I'm hungry.
Well, you had a perfectly enormous dinner, Mr. President. You couldn't possibly be hungry.
Well, I am. Let's go to the diner.
I'm afraid there isn't a diner on the train, Mr. President.
Isn't any diner? Well, it's ridiculous. Of course there's a diner. There's always a diner. Conductor? Conductor?
Yes, Mr. President?
Which way is the diner?
There won't be any diner on the train until morning, Mr. President.
What do you mean there won't be any diner on the train until morning? There's always a diner on a train.
Well, there always has been, sir, but when Mr. Carter's instructions came through, we took it off.
Carter, did you have the diner taken off?
Yes, Mr. President. Your doctor said that you were not to eat between meals.
Oh, hang my doctor and hang you too, Carter. Conductor, hang it all. I want a diner put on this train immediately. Where's the first place it could be put on?
Why, Harrisburg, Mr. President.
Very well, put a diner on at Harrisburg and be sure it's well stocked with filet mignons.
Well, yes, sir, but it's late, and what'll we tell them at Harrisburg?
You tell the people of Harrisburg that the President of the United States is hungry. Get me a diner as fast as possible.
Yes, Mr. President.
In just a moment, we'll come back to Edward Arnold and Mr. President.
Our country has a tremendous job to be done. The scope and the seriousness of our commitments throughout the world cannot be too strongly stressed. The problem of securing and maintaining peace throughout the world is a job for all of us, and especially for you young men. All of America will pull together, as it always does in an emergency, but it remains for you to carry the ball for peace. Servicemen occupy a respected place in our society. They are the men we look up to for their skills and knowledge. They are members of compact, carefully chosen, and well-trained forces of skilled technicians, and as such are respected for their brains and ability. If you are a young man of ability and integrity, go to your nearest recruiting office to see if you are eligible to volunteer. Inquire about the many opportunities and special advantages open to you as a volunteer. Remember, America's future depends on you. Now back to Edward Arnold and Mr. President.
Well, have you guessed who the president was when all this happened? It really did happen in Washington just a few years ago. Yes, the president of the United States was having his troubles.
Get on the scales, dear.
Oh, no, I don't think it's really necessary. I drank a lot of water on the train, so I'm bound to weigh a little bit heavy.
Mr. President, on the scales.
I may tell the United States Marines on you.
On the scales, Mr. President.
Oh, all right.
Hello, Father. Did you put on a little weight in Ohio?
I did not.
You put on exactly 5 pounds.
Oh, I couldn't have put on 5 pounds.
Open your eyes and take a look at the scales.
He's afraid to.
I am not afraid to.
Then open your eyes.
Well, there it is. See for yourself.
No, there's something wrong with that scale.
My weight hasn't changed any on it.
Neither has mine.
Well, I didn't gain any weight in Ohio, and that's that. I don't want to hear any more about it.
Well, don't worry about it, dear. With a little discipline, we can get the 5 pounds off in no time at all. Oh, incidentally, I was driving down by Potomac Park while you were gone, and something really should be done about it. And I got to thinking. You know those wonderful little cherry trees we saw in Japan?
Yes, they were beautiful.
Well, I'd like to get 100 of them and plant them down between the polo field and the tidal basin. Could we do that?
Oh, I think we could. I'll contact the Japanese ambassador and see what can be done.
I don't like the secretary.
Well, the new secretary? Why not?
Well, he's acting like he's president of the United States.
Oh, my son, he has a job to do, and as long as he does it well, it isn't up to us to criticize him. Say, where's Mr. Wilkins? I haven't seen him around the past few days.
Oh, I haven't seen him either.
I wonder if Mr. Carter has seen him. I'll ask him.
Good afternoon, Billy. Is the president in?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilkins. I'm afraid the president is busy this afternoon.
I see. In other words, I'm not to be admitted, is that it? All right, Billy, I understand. You've been given your orders. You just tell me one thing. Did this order come from the president?
No, sir, it didn't.
That's all I wanted to know, Billy. Thanks a lot.
Say, Mr. Carter, I haven't seen Mr. Wilkins since I came back from Ohio. Have you noticed him around?
I believe he's thinking of resigning, Mr. President.
Resigning? Why?
Well, he's getting along in years. Probably that has something to do with it. And in any case, anything you need in the way of stenography, I can have taken care of for you.
Oh, I hope Wilkins isn't leaving. We've been together a long time.
But if he's no longer able to do his job...
Well, of course, that decision must be up to him. If he isn't well, I don't want him to try to work just for my sake.
I've sent you a message about the cherry trees over to the Japanese ambassador, Mr. President.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Garland. It's strange that Wilkins never told me he wasn't well. It's strange.
Senator, I've come to you in desperation. I've tried every way I know to get in to see the president, but I just can't manage it. Mr. Carter won't let me get anywhere near him in the office, and when I try to see him at the White House, I was refused admission there.
That is the most outrageous piece of effrontery I've ever heard of in my whole life. What is Mr. Carter trying to do? Set up an empire with himself as emperor? You come with me. I'll get you in to see the president.
But Carter won't let me in the office.
Oh, yes, he will. You're walking into that office under the protection of the United States Senate.
I'm afraid the president is busy today, Senator.
Look here, Carter. I don't know what your game is, but whatever it is, I don't like it. I'm going in to see the president, and I'm going to see him right now. And what's more, Mr. Wilkins is going in with me.
I've told you the president is busy.
And I've told you that we're going in to see him whether he's busy or not.
What's all this noise? What's all the noise?
Mr. President, are you too busy to give Mr. Wilkins and me a moment of your time?
Why, of course not. Come on in.
Come on, Wilkins.
Well, tell me, how do you feel, Mr. Wilkins? I understand you're not feeling too well.
Why, my health is quite excellent, Mr. President.
Your health is excellent? Well, I was told you were thinking of leaving me because of your health.
I wasn't thinking of leaving you at all until Mr. Carter asked me to resign.
Carter asked you to resign?
Yes, sir.
For what reason?
He said I wasn't needed anymore. Now, of course, if that's true, Mr. President, if I'm not needed, that's perfectly all right, but I wanted to hear it from you.
Why, of course you're needed. Well, this is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of yet. Why on earth would Carter say a thing like that?
I had a feeling you didn't know anything about this, Mr. President.
I certainly did not. As soon as you go, I'm going to have a little talk with Mr. Carter. I should have known when he had that diner removed from the train that he couldn't be trusted. Wilkins, you have a job with me as long as you want one.
Oh, thank you, Mr. President. If that's the case, I'm going to be with you for a long time.
Yes, sir. I'm going to have a little chat with Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter, I've been thinking things over very carefully, and I've come to the conclusion that you and I can't both be President of the United States.
Sir?
So, since I was the one who was elected president, I'm afraid I'm in a position where I'm just going to have to let you go.
I'm sorry that you don't find my services satisfactory, Mr. President.
Carter, in this world, it isn't enough to do a good job all by yourself. You have to be willing to let the other fellow do a good one, too.
You let me go, but you'd keep a man like Wilkins.
Yes, indeed. I'd be very glad to have him. He's been a loyal friend and a very hard worker.
He could be far more efficient.
So could we all, Mr. Carter. So could we all. It seems to me that even efficiency has to have a little heart associated with it. Is that a cake I see coming in the door?
Sure it's a cake, Father. We're celebrating.
We are? Am I celebrating, too?
You certainly are, dear. I'm going to cut you a piece of cake and let you wear it in health.
My favorite brand, too. Chocolate. Oh. And what are we celebrating?
We're celebrating Mr. Carter.
We're celebrating the absence of efficiency.
Well, I'll certainly eat a piece of cake to that. But don't make me get on the scale tomorrow.
I won't, darling. I won't say a word because, and I must say I seem to share the opinion with everyone else in the country, I love every pound of you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam President, for those lovely words. And thanks to everyone in the country who shares your sentiment. Oh, I love them all. I love them all. Well, you've probably figured out by now who the president was when all that happened. It really did happen, you know. And you'll have the answer in just a moment.
There's an old saying that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Well, unfortunately, many people do judge their reading matter that way and are often disappointed. They miss out on books that they'd really enjoy reading. This holds true when it comes to judging people, too. Many of us evaluate a person by their looks or judge them on the basis of their religion or origin. Of course, people who do this often hurt themselves, for the person they have judged with prejudice might have turned out to be a good friend and neighbor. That's why we should judge our neighbors by the character of their lives alone, and not on the basis of their religion or race. Group antagonisms divide our country, so speak up, wherever you are, against prejudice and for understanding. Now, back to Mr. President.
My dear, this is Dr. Yakichi Takamine, one of Tokyo's most distinguished gentlemen who has a presentation to make to you.
I'm very happy to meet you, Doctor.
Mr. President, Madam President, on behalf of the Mayor of Tokyo, it is my pleasure and my privilege to present you with 3,000 flowering cherry trees, which you have done us the favor to indicate you would like planted in the park here in Washington. May their flowering each spring remind your people that they are there because they were so greatly admired in Japan by President and Mrs. William Howard Taft.
Now, as a special postscript to today's Mr. President, we present Mr. Raphael H. O'Malley, Director of Payroll Savings, United States Savings Bonds Division, United States Treasury Department. Mr. O'Malley.
Since the early years of the last war, the Treasury Department has been making extensive efforts to acquaint the American people with the desirability of buying United States savings bonds. This campaign was good business for the American wage earner because by urging him to invest in his government, we urged him at the same time to ensure financial independence for himself and family in the future. It's to be expected, then, that the government would be grateful to any private citizen who offered his time and services in behalf of the bond-selling campaign. A great many have contributed in this way, to a greater or lesser degree, and in no case has a volunteer's services gone unnoticed. Yet there are a few who deserve special attention because they have contributed so extensively and at such great length. High among these people is Edward Arnold. Ever since 1941, when the savings bond program was first started, Mr. Arnold has been contributing his time and talent as a volunteer to promote our campaign more effectively. He has appeared for us all over the country, from east to west coast, speaking at industrial plants to both management and employees, and missing no opportunities to urge financial support of our government from his fellow Americans. His efforts have shown a very deep feeling of public service. Mr. Arnold, in recognition of your services to the United States, it gives me very great pleasure as a representative of the Treasury Department to present you with this miniature Liberty Bell with inscribed plaque. We consider you to be in the first rank of our volunteer workers. I can only add that we would like to have many, many more volunteer workers with the same high sense of public responsibility which you have shown through the years.
Mr. O'Malley, I can only thank you and your associates of the Treasury Department for this fine gesture. In the words of the late President William Howard Taft, in this world, it isn't enough to do a good job all by yourself. You have to be willing to let the other fellow do a good one, too. So, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to listen again next week. This is Edward Arnold saying goodbye.
Mr. President is produced and directed by Joe Graham. Edward Arnold can currently be seen in the MGM picture Annie Get Your Gun. Heard with Mr. Arnold in today's cast were Ann Seymour, Carl Swenson, Eric Dressler, Kermit Murdoch, David Anderson, and your narrator Jackson Beck. Mr. President was created by Robert G. Jennings and written by Gene Holloway. Today's story was based on incidents in the life of President William Howard Taft.
Be sure to listen again next week when the American Broadcasting Company and its affiliated stations bring you Edward Arnold with another interesting and factual story of Mr. President. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
A couple of notes on President Taft. He was, in fact, a big man. At his height, over 300 pounds. And in the 1920s, that was a... early 1900s, 1920s. That was a big fellow. He was elected president in 1908 and served through 1913. It was a very unusual situation in that he came to office in 1908 following Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt, who served 3.5 years after he was elected vice president and had a presidency of his own, and then announced he was not going to run in 1908. And he regretted it. After 4 years of very conservative governing by William Howard Taft, Teddy Roosevelt decided he was not happy with that, and he moved to be very progressive and formed his own progressive party. The 1912 presidential election had actually 4 active candidates. You had not only William Howard Taft, you also had Woodrow Wilson, the Democrat, who would eventually win the presidency. You had Teddy Roosevelt, who was the progressive candidate, and then you had Eugene V. Debs, the socialist candidate. And William Howard Taft came in third. He did. Wilson won 40 states and a landslide victory because of the split between Republican William Howard Taft and Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt carried 6 states, and Taft only 2. And it was Vermont and Utah. And those were the only states that he took. It was, shall we say, a very unpleasant time. However, Taft is still the only person to this date, not only was president, but he also was the 10th Chief Justice of the Supreme Court from 1921 to 1930, the only person to have held both offices. He passed away in March of 1930, and he was 72 years of age. And in that day and age, for a man to have survived that long, did wonderful. his wife, Helen Herron, passed away in office. Well, she didn't pass away in office, but she suffered a stroke. And that really did a lot on the president. He was working to help her regain her speech and be able to get around again. Okay, Mr. President, Edward Arnold. You learn a lot doing some of these shows. Coming up next, Jack Webb, Dragnet.
Our religious institutions are strongholds of the American way of life. Our country was founded by men who had faith in God and who were willing to endure hardship and sacrifice for the sake of that faith. Today, the religious institutions in your community need your interest and support, so take an active part in religious affairs. Your pastor, rabbi, or priest will give you invaluable family counsel and aid if you are a newcomer to the community. To face the problems of the future, America must be morally strong. And that moral strength comes through worship and faith. Go to church this week and take someone with you.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, we present the 16th episode of Dragnet, as it was originally broadcast 76 years ago, September 17th, 1949, starring Jack Webb.
Here's another in NBC's great parade of new shows. Ladies
and gentlemen, the story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
NBC brings you Dragnet. You're a detective sergeant. You're assigned to Homicide Bureau. A police officer has been shot, mortally wounded. One of the suspects has been apprehended. The other is still at large. Your job, find him.
Dragnet, the documented drama of an actual crime, investigated and solved by the men who unrelentingly stand watch on the security of your home, your family, and your life. For the next 30 minutes, in cooperation with the Los Angeles Police Department, you will travel step by step on the side of the law through an actual case from official police files. From beginning to end, from crime to punishment, Dragnet is the story of your police force in action.
It was Thursday, November 16th. It was foggy in Los Angeles. We were working the day watch out of Homicide. My partner's Ben Romero. The boss is Ed Backstrand, chief of detectives. My name's Friday. It was 11:58 a.m. when we got to the Georgia Street Receiving Hospital, second floor, room 5. Treatment room.
Oh, you made good time.
How's Bemis, Doc?
Got in the lungs, Ben, 3 times. He's going fast.
His wife with him?
They're bringing him down now.
Can we talk to him?
Now make it fast.
Come on, Joe.
Yeah. This way. Easy. John, it's Friday and Romero. I want to talk to you a minute.
Doc, it burns. My chest. Burning up.
Nurse?
Yes, Doctor?
The hypodermic.
Yes, Doctor.
Easy. All right, fellas. Don't take too long.
John, it's Joe Friday. Can you tell us how it happened?
Joe.
How'd it happen, boy? Can you tell me?
Can't figure it, Joe. Why'd he do it?
We gotta find out. Now, how'd it happen?
I don't know. I was directing traffic. East Broadway and 1st Street. Gray coupe. Pulled up for the stop. Gray coupe.
How many men in the car? How many, John?
2. Gray coupe. Pulled up for the stop. In the pedestrian lane. Went over. Gonna ask him to back up. Back up out of lane. Just gonna ask him.
Yeah, John, and then what?
Driver. Dark hair. Eyes. Dark. Went over. Gonna ask him to back up. Pointed a gun. No reason. Pointed a gun at me.
All right, easy, John. Take it easy.
No reason, Joe. No reason he fired.
Hurry it up, Joe.
Yeah.
No.
What about the other man in the car? Did you see him? Can you describe him?
Joe. Joe, did you get him? Gray coupe driver. Guy with him.
We got the driver, John. He's upstairs. The other one got away. We got to find him. You got to help us.
My wife. Somebody send for Dora.
She's on her way. She'll be here in a minute. Now, can you tell us, the other man in the car, what did he look like?
Gray coupe.
What did he look like?
Don't press him, Joe.
Gray coupe. The driver. Pointed a gun. Dark hair.
Yeah, I know. The other man, John. We got the driver. What did the other man look like?
Send for Dora.
Come on, Ben. Thanks, Doc.
Okay, Joe.
Going fast. Yeah. John got any kids? 2. Always pick a family man. This thing's got a phony ring to it, Ben. You don't just pull a gun and shoot a man. Not if you're sane, you don't. There's the stairs. The guy we got is as sane as they come. And how do we explain it? All I know is that hood shot John Bemis, and I want to know why. Might be a lead in that car he was driving. Maybe. Come on, here we are.
Phone message for you, Friday. Came in a few moments ago.
Thanks, Davis. From R&I. They got a make? Take a look. No make or warrants on James Vickers. Great. Let's talk to him. Come on. Yeah.
Minor wound, Joe. Bullet penetrated the fleshy part of his hand. Didn't touch the bone.
Thought this guy had an arm wound, too.
Just a neck, Ben.
That officer you shot, Vickers, he's dying.
Is he?
He's a family guy. Got a wife, 2 kids.
Has he?
Why did you shoot him, Vickers?
Ask him.
We did.
And you know the reason.
Said there wasn't any reason.
That's right.
Look, we're going to make you on this, Vickers. You know that, don't you?
I don't know anything.
Why'd you shoot him?
Shut up.
Why'd you shoot him? Joe. Yeah. Davis?
Yeah?
Stay with him.
Fine.
Doc, get us an MT slip on this guy, will you? We'll be back in a minute. Come on, man.
All right, Joe. I'll have it ready.
Too big, punk. Easy, Joe. Oh, easy nothing. I've seen too many good cops like Bemis cut down by punks like that Vickers. Getting mad won't help. Come on, down the stairs. Back to see Bemis? Why? Just for the record. I want to see if the doc thinks it's okay for us to bring Vickers down. I'd like to have Bemis definitely identify him as the guy who shot him. We've got 3 good witnesses. An identification for Bemis will clinch it. I want to see Vickers get everything he's earned when he goes to court. Here we are. Yeah.
He went fast, Joe.
Yeah. That his wife?
Yeah.
She make it in time?
No?
Did he say anything that'd help?
No, it might. He said a prayer.
City Hall.
2625.
2625.
Auto records, Crowley.
Joe Friday, Vince. What about a make on that car used in the Bemis shooting this morning?
Yeah, Joe, been trying to get a hold of you. Where are you now?
Georgia Street, 2nd floor. What about the make?
Car was reported stolen yesterday afternoon. Registered to Harold Simpers, 716 Everett Street. Report said the car was taken from a parking lot at Grand and Wabash.
Okay, Vince, thanks. What about the guns they found in the car? Lee Jones still has them over at the crime lab. He's running them through. No word yet? No. You make out the impound report on the car, Joe? Yeah, recovery report, too. They're still dusting for print. MT slip ready, Doc?
Yeah, right here, Ben. Medical card, history, MT slip.
You ready, Vickers?
Yeah.
All right, put out your wrist. Put the cuffs on him, Ben. Watch his hands.
You saving me for the highlights?
All right, let's go.
I'm not going to jail.
You're in jail now.
Looks like a hospital.
Bars on the windows, aren't they? All right, come on.
Give me a smoke.
Here.
Okay. Light. What do I get if I open up?
No deal.
My talk, make it attractive.
Who was the other guy in the car?
Hitchhiker. I always give rides.
Then why'd he run when we chased you?
Maybe he was scared.
You're part of a gang.
Maybe.
Who was the other guy?
What's it worth?
Oh, come on, Vickers. You're wasting our time.
Where are we going? All right. My hand hurts. I want to call my own doctor. You hear me?
cop pulled his gun first. I can prove it.
Yeah, down the stairs.
Easy, huh? Where are we going? I said, where are we going? All right, what's it worth if I talk? I could tell you all about it. Let's make a deal.
You'll tell us anyhow.
Think so?
All right, you out the door.
Wait a minute, huh? Cigarette's out.
All right, Ben, light it.
Yeah. Nice of you guys. Thanks.
Get up, Ben. Vickers, stop!
He's crossing the street.
Fire over his head. Watch the crowd. Vickers!
Joe, he's running for that car.
All right, let's hold it, Vickers. All right, stop it, Ben.
He's stopped. Come on, Joe.
All right, come on, get back, please. Let us through here. Let us through.
Shall I call the doctor, Joe?
No, he wouldn't be interested. The guy's dead. James Vickers, murder suspect, address unknown, died almost instantly at 1:13 p.m., November 16th, while attempting to escape. His body was taken to the county morgue where it was posted. All the personal effects found on the body were listed by the coroner, and a receipt for them given to our office. At 8:35 the next morning, Ben and I met with Chief of Detectives Ed Backstrand.
Those 4 guns they found in the car Vickers was driving. They're all U.S. Army property.
Where were they stolen from, Skipper?
I don't know. Each one of the guns is stamped U.S. Army, that's all.
Well, that makes it easy.
The coroner find anything on the body?
Nothing to tell us why Vickers decided to kill a traffic cop.
What did Bemis say before he died?
He was on traffic duty yesterday morning down at East Broadway and First. At 10:35, a gray coupe pulled up for a stop sign. Vickers was driving. Bemis started over to tell him to back up out of the pedestrian zone. Vickers pulled a gun and shot him.
How'd they catch Vickers?
Chased him 3 miles before he piled into a lumber truck. The guy with him got away.
Fine.
Checked R&I. No make or warrants on Vickers. Kickback's not in on his fingerprint.
All right. What's your guess, Friday?
I don't have one, Ed.
Vickers could have been hopped up.
Doc Stanley over at Georgia Street said no. We checked him.
Wait a minute. Backstrand. Yeah, hold on. For you, Friday.
Okay, thanks. Friday talking. Yeah. Yeah, good. Be right over, Lee. We're in business, Ed. Crime Lab just found Vickers' address.
There it is, Joe.
Thanks, Lee. Let's see, huh? Silver Dollar Hotel. Received a Mr. James Vickers, $6.50, room 345.
Where'd you find it, Lee? Under the front seat, in with the tools.
Anything else?
Not a thing.
How about prints?
2. Kind of smudged. Hope we can run a make with them. No prints on those 4 guns, Lee? Smeared. Not enough to classify.
Yeah, this is it, Ben.
That's all we got.
Come on, let's see if we can make it pay off. We located the Silver Dollar Hotel on East Grand between 16th Street and Pico. It was an old-type frame building with a brightly colored neon sign jutting out over the sidewalk just above the dark entrance. The manager's name was Luther Gage. We showed him a picture of James Vickers. He definitely identified him as one of his former tenants. He told us that Vickers had stayed at the hotel 1 week in room 345 and that he had checked out 2 days ago.
Was Vickers staying here alone, Mr. Gay?
Yes, alone. Quiet man.
Did he have any visitors?
Maybe. Wouldn't know. Paid his bills. Spent most of his time away from the hotel. Good tenant.
Did Vickers have any friends here in the hotel?
Maybe. Fell in the room next to Mr. Vickers. He still lives here. 2 of them used to be kind of thick.
Can we look at that room Vickers stayed in, Mr. Gage?
Let's see. Yes, it's still vacant. All right, this way.
This man Vickers was friendly with. What's his name, Gage?
Knight. Raymond Knight. Room 343.
Is he in his room now?
No. Went out about 8 this morning. Here's the elevator.
How well would you say Knight and Vickers knew each other?
Couldn't say. Good tenants, both of them. Pay their bills.
Did they go out together? Seem to know each other well?
Wouldn't know. I don't pry.
Look, this case involves murder, Mr. Gage. We told you that. We'd appreciate your cooperation.
Cooperation don't pay the rent, Sergeant. 3rd floor. This way. Here, 345.
Open it up. Nothing.
Yeah, no here. Looks pretty clean, Joe.
All my rooms are clean.
You didn't mean it that way, Mr. Gage. I wonder if you'd show us Knight's room now. That's next door, isn't it?
I don't know about this. Poking into other people's rooms. Not regular.
Neither's murder. Come on, let's go.
Does Mr. Knight have this room to himself?
Sure ask questions, don't you? No, Knight has a friend staying with him. About 2 weeks now. Not in much.
Is he in now?
Don't think so.
Ben, watch it!
Oh, drop that, you.
Bad shot, Mr. Gage. Look out! Come on, get up. Ben?
He's out cold. Look what you've done to the room.
I thought you said Knight wasn't in.
He isn't. This is his friend.
Great friends. 45 automatic in his hand. 38 snub nose in the bureau, another 45. Look in his bag.
I don't pry. He pays his bills. Good tenant.
Yeah. Can I get outside on this phone?
Yes. All outside calls are 10 cents.
Yeah. Here.
Have to keep the books straight.
Sure you do.
Who's going to pay for the damage?
Ask Mr. Knight's friend here.
Well, say...
Why worry? He pays his bills. Good tenant. I called Ed Backstrand, and he sent out a special detail to stake out the hotel and bring in Raymond Knight if and when he returned. Ben and I drove to the Georgia Street Receiving Hospital, where Doc Stanley patched up the cut on Ben's scalp and treated Raymond Knight's friend for simple cuts and bruises. From papers found in his wallet and in the hotel room, he was identified as Frank Gannon, 9896 Wasatch Street, Kansas City, Missouri. When we got to headquarters, we had Gannon taken to the interrogation room where we questioned him briefly. He told us that he was a self-employed watch salesman and that he was in the city on a business trip. He admitted friendship with Knight, but not with Vickers. We booked him at the county jail for assault with intent to commit murder. The 3 guns found in the hotel room were turned over to the crime lab. We reported back to the office.
Joe, my head's pounding like mad. That Gannon's a mean.
Yeah, it's a nasty crack. I got some aspirin in my desk.
Might help. Here are.
Hi, boys. Rough day?
I don't get much rougher, Eddie.
Message for you on the desk. Now I'm gonna eat. Starving.
Right, Tracy.
What is it, Joe?
Jones got a make on those prints he lifted off the car.
Let's see. Yeah, something else in there on James Vickers.
Wanted 10-14-43, desertion, U.S. Army.
That could account for those stolen Army guns.
Yeah.
What about the make on those prints Lee found?
Let's take a look.
Vance Taylor's. Good solid record.
4 burglaries. 2 armed robberies. 2 assaults. Wait a minute. Here's the mama sheet.
Born so-and-so, age 36. Height. Alias John Fields, Harold Grant, Tom Bissell, Hey.
Yeah, alias Raymond Knight. The other man who rode in the car with James Vickers the morning he shot down traffic officer Bemis finally had been identified. Vance Taylor, alias Raymond Knight. Well, that still didn't explain the unprovoked murder. It didn't explain the 4 guns found in the car or the 3 guns found in the hotel room. An assortment of arms like that could mean something big, but we didn't know what. Gannon's sudden willingness to shoot it out in the hotel room meant something, too, but we didn't know what. We had Gannon brought back to the interrogation room.
Hi, Gannon. Have a seat.
Everything all right?
I'll bet you're worried.
No, we're not worried, Gannon. You ought to be.
Don't make me laugh. You're tied in with Raymond Knight. That's enough for us. You send me up for it.
We're going to try.
Big talk.
How long did you know Vickers?
I didn't. Funny. His prints are all over one of those guns we found in your room. I'm not worrying.
Then you better start, Gannon. Vickers and Knight killed a man. If you run with him, your hands are dirty, too.
I room with Knight, that's all. Knight didn't come back to the hotel. Where is he? We're not that close.
You share your guns and your friends. That's close enough for us.
I don't know Vickers. You mean you didn't know him? I said I don't know him.
We got Vickers, Gannon. He's dead.
Good story.
Okay. Come on, Gannon. Let's go down to the morgue.
Down this way, Joe. Cold today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's damp.
Bad sinus weather.
No. What is all this?
Never seen a corpse before?
No, I'm not in this. Take me back. I don't want to look.
You can close your eye.
Take me back. I don't want to look.
Here we are, fellas. Slam 45.
This way, Gannon.
I get sick. I don't want to look.
Throw back the sheet, Fred. Take a good look, Gannon.
No, he's Knight's friend. I'm not in it.
Who is in it?
I don't know. Take me out. I'm sick.
All right, Fred. Thanks.
Okay, boys.
Interrogation room, Friday.
Joe, on stakeout at the Silver Dollar Hotel. No sign of Raymond Knight. Keep you posted.
Okay, Dave, thanks.
How long does this go on? I can call a lawyer, you know.
And you better call one right away, Gannon. They just picked up Knight at the hotel. He's incriminated you.
You're a liar.
Sure. Like we were about Vickers.
We'll prove it to you, Gannon. The officers are on their way in now. They're going to put Knight in the next room. You can listen to him.
Look, I came here to sell watches. I ain't in this.
Gannon, you and Vickers and Knight were planning a job, a big one. We know that. If you want to wait till you get on the witness stand to tell your story, it's all right with us.
Well, didn't take too long to break this one. Smoke some?
Yeah. Thanks.
Gannon? Smoke?
What are you going to do?
Nothing. Just kill a little time. They bring in Knight.
You haven't got Knight.
I haven't unwrapped him yet, Joe. Want to check me out?
Okay, open him up. Give him a good shuffle, huh? You're going to have some time on your hands, Gannon. Want to learn a new card game?
No.
Suit yourself. It's a good game for two. Better with three.
Sure a lot of cards.
Yeah. You got 2 decks there. Well, first off, this game is quite a bit like gin rummy.
Yeah?
There are 8 of every suit. 4 jokers. Jokers count 50 points.
Mm-hmm.
Red 3s count 100 points each. If you get a black 3, you can freeze the deck.
Oh, I see.
I shouldn't say deck. In this game, they call it the pack.
The pack? What's a pack?
Well, it's the discard pile, same as in gin.
You get a red 3, you can freeze it.
No, it's a black 3.
Well, what happens when you freeze it?
Nobody can pick it up.
Oh, I see.
All right. Let's deal out a dummy hand here. Fine game, Gannon. Sure you won't change your mind?
You don't want to play, Joe.
All right, now in 2-handed, you deal out 15 cards, see?
How many can play?
As many as 6, I think. I've only played up to 4.
You play partners with 4?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, count your cards. I think that's 15.
13, 14, 15. Right. Now what do I do?
Well, I guess you better lay your hand open. That'll be the easiest way to show you.
Okay.
Now, spread them all out over there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't have a great hand there. You got a couple of black 3s. You can use those.
Yeah, that's fine. They count 100 apiece.
No. Those are red 3s. Black 3s don't count anything.
Oh, red 3.
That's right. Do you remember what black 3s are for?
You can use them to freeze the pile.
Pack. That's right.
The pack. Well, you know what I mean.
All right, now, look. You see, I got a joker here. Jokers are wild. Do you remember how much they count?
They're wild. 100 points.
No, red 3s are worth 100. Jokers count 50.
You don't explain it very good. I don't understand.
Well, how simple can it be? Gannon's not even playing. You get it, don't you, Gannon?
Okay, red 3s count 100. Jokers count 50. Black 3s, you can freeze the pack.
Yeah, good. Now, hold on to that, will you? Now, black 3s freeze the pack, but that's not the only card that can do it.
No?
No. Deuces can do the same thing. Well, you see, the only difference is if you use a deuce, which is also wild, you have to have a natural pair in order to pick up the pack. Now, with a black 3, it's good until...
I knew it wouldn't work. It was sour right from the start. Vickers killed the cop. I'm not in it. I'm dropping out. I'm taking no raps.
Johnny, the stenographer?
Right, Ben.
All right, Gannon.
It's too late. You haven't got time. 20 after 1, they're going to do it.
Do what?
Payroll. Brazier Company. Messenger leaves at 1:20. He's got the payroll. 30 grand. They're going to get him.
Where does the messenger leave?
1:20. You're too late. I'm not in it.
Where does he leave?
1:20 leaves the bank, I think. No, maybe the company.
Where's the company?
3rd and Spring. They're going to get him.
Where's the bank the messenger goes to?
Up the block, 2nd National, 3rd and Hill.
Where are they going to get the messenger?
By the alley, Clay Street. I'm not in it.
Ben, check it. Get out of communications. Have him put out a call to block up the area. Give him the details.
All right.
Johnny.
Yeah, Joe.
Stay with this guy.
Okay.
Davis. Let's go. Brazier Manufacturing. Olympia.
Good afternoon, Brazier Manufacturing Company.
Give me your payroll division. This is a police department emergency.
What's that, sir?
Your payroll division. It's an emergency.
One moment, sir.
Come on, hurry up.
Payroll, Hopkins.
Mr. Hopkins, this is Sergeant Friday, Police Department. We've had a tip your payroll messenger is going to be held up today. Has he left your building yet?
The messenger?
Yeah.
Oh, my, he left early today. Went out the door about 10 minutes ago.
Thanks. Second National, Security. Second National. This row 3.
Friday, what's all the excitement? You break that guy?
Explain in a minute, Ed. No time.
Good afternoon, Second National.
Give me the manager on duty, please. Emergency.
One moment, please.
One moment. Come on.
I'm sorry, sir. The line is busy. Would you care to wait?
Give me the chief teller.
Thank you.
Chief Teller, Waters.
This is Sergeant Friday, Police Department. Emergency call. Has the payroll messenger from the Brazier Company left the bank yet?
Well, I wouldn't know, Sergeant. Just a moment. I'll have your call switched.
Yeah.
Operator.
Beatrice, would you give this call to Miss Chalmers? It's important.
Thank you, Mr. Waters. Miss Chalmers, good afternoon.
Miss Chalmers.
What's the matter, Friday? You sick?
Yeah, I'm sick.
Miss Chalmers, good afternoon.
Miss Chalmers, this is Sergeant Friday, Police Department. Has the payroll messenger from the Brazier Company left the bank yet?
From Brazier's? Why, yes, not more than 2 or 3 minutes ago.
And he had the payroll with him?
Of course.
Thanks. Got a tip on a payroll stick. Ben, you coming?
Yeah, let's go.
Ben, down this way. Coming. Let's hustle it. Down the stairs. Communications, get the story?
You got it on the air now.
Where's this Brazier Company?
3rd and Spring, about 5 blocks from here. Come on. Here's the garage. All right, come on, hit it. Let's make time.
Get the radio on.
Just warming up.
All units. Attention all units. On 3rd Street, corner of Clay Alley, 211. A bank messenger. Suspects are headed west on Clay Alley. Suspects are armed. Code 3. 11R. Take the call.
Cars are closing in fast.
4th Street up ahead, Ben. Might meet him at this end of Clay Alley.
Hold on. No, looks pretty quiet at this end.
Not much you can do without... Hey, look. Coming out of the alley now. Guy with the police. Brown clothes.
The guy with him. Pull up, Ben. Now, let's go.
All right, you two, hold it.
They're running for it.
Come on.
Ben, what's this box?
Let's go.
Come on, they're losing it.
I see him up ahead. They're turning onto Hill Street.
Romero, come on.
Will you, Skipper? You see him, Joe? Heading for the subway terminal.
Yeah, they're going into the crowd. Don't lose them. All right, I'll take the ramp to the left.
Ben, go with him. I'll take the one to the right.
You see him, Joe?
No, I lost. Now, wait a minute. There they are, over the turnstile. Come on.
Joe, they're off the platform. They're crossing the tracks.
Ed's got one of them. Come on, over the turnstile. Come on, Ben.
Joe, the other guy. He's down into the tunnel. He's crazy.
Come on, after him. Hug the side. Keep trapped, Ben. There's a train coming through.
You, come back. You're trapped.
Ben, get out. Hug the side.
You all right, Joe?
Yeah. You?
Mm-hmm. You want to check?
No, I don't think it's any use.
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
Wonder why he tried so hard, Joe.
I don't know, Ben. Some people are like that. You can blow the whistle all you want. They never know when to stop.
The story you have just heard is true. Only the names were changed to protect the innocent.
Frank Gannon, the only surviving member of the hold-up gang, was tried and convicted of the crime of assault with intent to commit murder. He is now serving out his sentence at the state penitentiary. You have just heard the 16th in a new series of authentic cases from official files. Technical advice for Dragnet comes from the Office of Acting Chief of Police W.A. Wharton, Los Angeles Police Department.
Tonight's program is dedicated to Private Richard H. Taylor of the Washington, D.C. Police Department, who on the evening of December 13th, 1946, gave his life so that yours might be more secure.
Dragnet came to you from Los Angeles.
Phil Harris likes a great deal about the South. We like a great deal about Phil Harris. For instance, we like his beautiful blonde wife, Alice Faye. In fact, we like the Phil Harris-Alice Faye show, and it just happens that it returns to the NBC air tomorrow. Why don't you take our advice and listen to one of the funniest shows around anywhere? That's the Phil Harris-Alice Faye show tomorrow on most of these same NBC stations. Stars on NBC.
The 16th episode of Dragnet from 76 years ago, September 17th, 1949, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We'll have a busy Thursday with... And by the way, did you recognize who the landlord was? Did you? He had a long connection with Dragnet, although not a radio version. The television version, yes. Yep, that was a fellow that was being billed at the time as Henry Morgan, but you'd know him better as Harry Morgan. You know, from Dragnet 68, I believe the show was, and then you would also know him as Colonel Potter from MASH. Okay, tomorrow's show. Peter Lorre, Mystery in the Air, The Black Cat from 1947. Bob Bailey, Virginia Gregg with Let George Do It, Cover for an Hour from 1950. A 1954 episode of Night Watch, and a 1954 episode of Romance, An Heiress from Red Horse. On Friday, I should say, 4 shows from Sunday, September 19th, 1948. Howard Duff as Sam Spade, Lon Clark as Nick Carter, Master Detective, Herbert Marshall as the Man Called X, and Ben Wright as the Man Who Could Work Miracles, an episode of Escape. Then on Saturday, we'll have Westerns. Jimmy Stewart as the Six-Shooter, Gene Autry at Melody Ranch, Have Gun Will Travel, starring John Dehner as Paladin, and Gunsmoke from 1954. Comedies on Sunday with a 1952 episode of the Jack Benny program, Jack and Mary in Scotland. Jack Parr from 1947, Father Knows Best from 1950, and an episode of Front and Center from 1947. On Monday, we'll have crime and drama. Mr. Keen, Tracer of Lost Persons, Barry Craig, Confidential Investigator. Oh, another episode of Romance, but it involves the law and Miss Deborah. And a 1957 episode of Suspense, Shadow on the Wall. Comedies again on Tuesday with The Great Gildersleeve from 1945, Milton Berle from 1947, Charlie McCarthy from 1945, and Screen Directors Playhouse, Fred McMurray, in an adaptation of the 1948 movie Don't Trust Your Husband. On Wednesday, a week from today, we will have Let George Do It, starring Bob Bailey and Virginia Gregg in 1951, Framed for Murder. The Whistler from 1945, The Shadow, Bill Johnstone, who would become the second Shadow, from 1939, Dead Man Talk, and Romance from 1955, The Wind of June, starring Vic Perrin and Virginia Gregg. So there you go, Virginia Gregg with us twice on next Wednesday's Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. And a reminder, anytime, classicradio.stream, where you can find out how to contact us and to support the podcast. Up next, Dick Kollmar as Boston Blackie.
Everyone who works for a living knows that illness or injury may keep them from earning a living. Today, more than 9 out of 10 American workers are covered by Social Security, and each one should know that if he becomes severely disabled, he and his family may be eligible for monthly Social Security disability payments. More than 1 million people are now receiving benefits each month under this program. For more information about Social Security disability benefits, write to Social Security, Department 15, Hollywood 28, California, and ask for a free copy of Booklet 29 called If You Become Disabled.
By the way, a personal moment, if I will. There's been a new group, podcast pop up over on YouTube. And they are posting old-time radio shows. And I got no problem with that. The situation is they're just throwing up the shows, and they're throwing them up in big blocks. Anywhere from 10 to 12-hour blocks. So, if you want to listen to the shows, that's fine. The biggest problem I encounter with them is that many of the shows have zero processing, they're muddy, and they are not at least taking some of the time that we do. God love them. If they want to distribute those shows and get them out there, that's great. We do something here that's different than a lot of these other podcasts. We try to curate these. We try to give you a little bit of background on the shows and what's going on in the shows. And we deal more with history here than just these great old shows. And I think that's important, is putting this stuff into context. Okay, and that's why we do it. We don't just throw them up on YouTube. They're actually a full podcast. So if you go to any podcast platform and you search for Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, you can get us there on your phone. You can get us there. You don't have to go through the hoops that we have to, because it's the podcast version of the show goes out a lot faster than the YouTube version of the show. And that is something that I take a great deal of pride in. You can pick us up on Spotify, Spreaker. You can use any of the regular podcast platforms to listen to Classic Radio Theater. And if you grant me just a moment to actually find the numbers here, I can tell you where our listeners are listening to. And, of course, predominantly we're heard through Apple Podcasts. But we've got a lot of people listen to us through iHeartRadio, through Spotify, through the Alexa media player. A bunch that listen to us on Spreaker, Podbean, CastBox. A number of you deal with TuneIn, and I don't know why. Because, I don't like their platform particularly, but Overcast, Pocket Cast, Amazon Music. We got a lot of people that listen to us through the Amazon platform, and that just tickles me to death. iTunes, Apple Core Media, Podcast Addict, YouTube Music, Chrome, and I'm surprised that people are still listening on Zune and Podcast Republic. But and other people listen through the browser. And however you listen, I'm glad that you're out there listening. But we try to bring you something that's more than just throwing the shows at you. Let's go back 79 years to September 17th, 1946. Dick Kollmar, who, as we have said in the past, was an actor, but then he would also become a Broadway producer. And he would do radio with his wife, who would later be known for her television work, but not as an actress. She was one of the members of the panel, and she was a reporter, a writer in the newspapers. I believe it was the New York Journal-American, Dorothy Kilgallen. Dick and Dorothy, they did it on WOR Radio, morning chat show in New York City from their apartment. But Dick Kollmar, here acting as Boston Blackie 79 years ago, September 17, 1946, the Apartment Swindler.
Out of my way.
Just a minute.
Let me through here, will you?
Hey, get in line with the rest of us. What's the big idea?
Never mind what the idea is. Just let me through. I got to get in there.
Wait a minute. Who do you think you're pushing?
I'm sorry. I just got to get into that office, and I've got to get in fast.
Out of here.
Please excuse my breaking in like this, but it's just that I got to...
Hold it there, soldier. Take it easy.
It's ex-soldier, and I want to apologize because I couldn't wait online. I know that this was the wrong thing to do, but I got to have an apartment. I got to get back to my job right away.
Well, in the case of an ex-soldier, I don't think anybody minds too much. We have a few apartments left. Of course, our building isn't up yet, and we're just renting from plans. Tom, let's have that blueprint on your desk, will you?
Right, Mr. Davidson.
We'll try to help you if we can. What's your name, sir?
Palmer, Jim Palmer, and I've got to get back
Here you
to...
are, Mr. Davidson. The house plan.
Hey, look, that's all Greek to me, that blueprint. Just tell me, can I get 4 rooms in it?
I think so. In fact, you can have the last 4-room apartment that's left. The deposit will be $300.
Wow, that's plenty steep, isn't it? But I guess maybe I can climb it. I'll have to go to the bank first, though.
All right, soldier. But take your time. We're glad to save an apartment for you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. I'll be back in an hour. Thanks again, Mr. Davidson.
Hi, Mr. Palmer.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, Bill?
We just made ourselves another $300. And there's a mob outside just waiting to make us rich.
That's great, Bill, but don't you think we've made enough?
Uh-huh. We set a goal for ourselves. We said we'd sell 100 apartments in the forthcoming Bryant apartment house to 1,000 people and then skip.
Yeah, I know, but won't Mr. Bryant get wise to us before we hit the 1,000?
Not a chance. He'll never know what we're doing till after we skip town with about $100,000 in deposit money. Then we'll leave 1,000 tenants holding their breath and Henry Bryant holding the bag.
And now meet Dick Kollmar as Boston Blackie. Enemy to those who make him an enemy. Friend to those who have no friend.
Well, Mary, where do you want to go? I'm taking the afternoon off and you out.
Let's leave then, Blackie, before your mind gets to... Oh, that phone is what I meant.
It might be nothing.
Don't you just wish it weren't so?
I'll answer that when I get through answering this phone. Hello.
Boston Blackie?
Yes, it's Blackie.
Blackie, this is Jim Palmer.
Who?
Well, you don't know me, but I need your help.
Yeah, what is it?
Look, I'm only out of the service a short while, Blackie, and I'm being swindled.
Well, tell me about it, Jim.
I paid $300 to a couple of guys over at the Bryant Realty Company this morning. They promised to save me an apartment in a new building they're putting up.
Go ahead.
Well, I found out they've been signing people and taking deposits for days. They couldn't possibly have that many apartments, so I went in and demanded my money back.
And they wouldn't give it to you?
No, Mr. Johnson said it was another man, Mr. Davidson, who was in charge of refunds, and he said Davidson was out of town. Look, maybe everything's okay down there, Blackie, and if it is, swell. But I just can't afford to lose $300.
I see, and even though you can't get it back, you think I can.
I'm sure you can, Blackie. And don't forget, if this guy Davidson is swindling me, he's swindling hundreds of others. If this deal is crooked, I'll kill the one guy in back of it. Believe me, I will.
Whoa, take it easy, soldier. I'll meet you for a few minutes, and then, if this is a racket, I'll go down to the real estate office and make a little noise myself.
Hi, Charlie.
Oh, hi, Bill.
How are the motorists behaving on your section of the highway?
Okay. Being a motorcycle cop ain't what it used to be. Only if I had to chase a car going as fast as one last week, I'll need a propeller on this cycle of mine. Things quiet down your way?
Yeah. Only place they like to cut loose is from the top of that hill down to the bottom here. I guess it's a roller coaster effect they get when they see... Hey, Charlie, look. Look at this crazy fool coming down the hill now.
Holy jumping Jehoshaphat. He must be doing 90.
Yeah. Maybe you'll need that propeller on your cycle sooner than you think. Wow, here he comes.
You mean there he goes?
Yeah, here we go. Kick it, boy. Come on, I'm right with you.
Sure ain't slowing down any.
I'll say he isn't. He's got enough momentum going down that hill to coast from here to the state line.
He better slow down before he gets to that curve. Because if he doesn't,
He's doing it now, Charlie. Look at the sap go into that turn.
Go into it, nothing. He's trying to straighten it out. He's going to crack out.
Good night, Charlie. He'll certainly crack.
No, he won't, Bill. He already has. Slow down. We don't have to chase him now.
No, but one of us better chase to a call box and get him an ambulance.
Yeah, but guess we better have a look at him first.
Yeah. All right. Ah, look at that car.
What's there left to look at? Well, no fire yet. Guess the guy must have cut his engine off just before he crashed. Can you see him in there?
Yeah, I can. This door's smashed. We'll have to pry it open.
Well, maybe if we both pull on it.
All right, we'll try. Come on now, Tug. That's it.
Oh, sure jam.
Yeah, there. That got the door off. Now let's get this guy out.
Oh, wait, Bill. No use moving him. He's dead.
Dead, huh? Well, it's no wonder. He cracked up going 90 easy.
The crack-up didn't kill him, Bill. He's been dead a long time. Look at those bullet holes in his head.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Jones. I saw your ad in the paper the other day, and I'd like to rent an apartment in the building that you're going to put up.
So would a lot of other people, Mr. Jones. Only they were early people. Sorry, we're all filled up. Have been since the day the ad appeared.
Oh. By the way, is your name Davidson?
No, I'm Johnson, Tom Johnson. Mr. Davidson's assistant.
Well, tell your boss I'd like to see him, will you?
Well, you can tell him yourself as soon as he comes in. He went to lunch at 12. Ought to be back in a few minutes. It's after 1 now.
All right, I'll wait.
Well, sure, have a seat.
Thanks. Say, who's the guy in the picture on the desk?
Oh, that's Davidson. The guy likes himself so much, he's got to look at his own picture all day long.
Nice-looking guy. Looks as if he might have been an athlete.
Oh, he was once. Won the heavyweight boxing championship in the Navy a few years ago. So proud of it, he has crowns and anchors tattooed on each arm.
Is that so? Big fella, huh?
Yeah, plenty big.
What do you know about his background?
What's that to you?
Oh. Cute kid, huh? I asked you a question.
And I asked you one. What's that to you, remember?
Look, Buster, I said my name was Jones. It's not. I'm Boston Blackie.
I'm so scared. Look, I'm shaking.
Maybe you weren't when you heard my name, but you are now, and I'm seeing to it. Now, what do you know about Davidson?
Let go of my coat. Let me go or I'll plant this right on your chin.
I'll let go of something, but not your coat. There, it's just a sample. Now, get up and keep your hands where they belong, at your sides. That's better. I'm beginning to think that my friend Jim Palmer was right. But this is a racket. Now, get on the telephone and call whoever owns that building that's going up.
Call Mr. Bryant? I don't think I could do that.
No? Try thinking again about it. Come on. I've got a date with my girlfriend, and I can't wait here all day.
All right, I'll call him.
This could be a very cute setup you have here, pal. Maybe Mr. Bryant would like to know about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Bryant. This is Tom Johnson.
Yes, Tom.
Mr. Bryant, there's a man named Boston Blackie here in my office to see Bill Davidson. He insisted I call you. Is Davidson at your place?
No, he isn't. I haven't seen him all day. What's this Blackie want to see him about?
Give me that phone. Hello, Mr. Bryant. This is Boston Blackie.
What is it, Blackie?
Listen, Mr. Bryant, I think your Mr. Davidson here has been using your apartment house project to make himself a barrel of dough.
What?
He's swindled my friend Jim Palmer and maybe 999 others.
Oh, this is awful. What will he do?
I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I know what you ought to do.
What, Blackie?
Go somewhere and hide. You'll want to be good and lost when 1,000 people start screaming for their money. So long. Look, Johnson. Are you sure Davidson went to lunch at 12 o'clock?
Well, Blackie, when I came...
Well, Blackie, here I am.
Oh, hello, Mary. I've been expecting you.
Hi,
Hey, what's
everybody?
that in the paper you're carrying there? Something in the headlines about a murder. I can see part of it. What's the rest of it say?
I don't know. I just bought the paper. Something about a man in an automobile crash who wasn't killed by the crash, but by a couple of bullets in the head. That's as far as I read.
You mean you stopped reading there? Here, let me see that.
Sure, here you are.
Thanks. Oh, by the way, Mary, this is Tom Johnson.
How do you do?
Hi.
But don't get to know him too well. He thinks he's tough.
Oh, you had trouble, Blackie, did you?
No, he did. I'm sure hunch happy today. You know, maybe this unidentified body is the missing Bill Davidson.
Bill Davidson? Who's he?
The renting agent here, Mary. I think he built a beautiful racket for himself and then did a fade out.
Yeah, it is funny that he hasn't come back from lunch.
Yeah, I think so, too. I'll ask you again, Johnson. You sure Davidson went to lunch at 12?
Well, I'm not positive. I went out, and when I got back at 12:30, there was a note from him saying he'd gone out at noon.
Well, then, Blackie, maybe it was Mr. Davidson's body that was found.
Maybe. Anyhow, we know what Davidson looks like, thanks to this photograph on the desk here. I'm pretty sure Davidson was killed, so I'm going to see Inspector Faraday. Only if Davidson is alive, he'll be playing an awfully dirty trick on me.
in.
Hello, Faraday, old pal.
Don't old pal me, Blackie. Now get out of here. This is police headquarters. Or didn't you know?
It's surprising to me that you know where you are. Faraday, old man, I have a confession to make to you. Up until now, I never thought you had the brains of a cricket.
Oh, you've changed your mind, huh?
Yes, and I apologize for my former thoughts. I think you do have the brains of a cricket.
Well, at least you finally learned something. Now, tell me what you came down here. What did you say? I've got the brains of a cricket.
With apologies to the cricket, of course. Faraday, I wanted...
Or whatever it is, the answer is no. Now, you and your crickets, get out of here.
All right. But then, of course, if I leave, I won't be able to identify that body that was found this morning. So long as...
Well, wait a minute, Blackie. Talk, but talk fast.
Okay, get an interpreter in here so you can tell what I'm talking about.
Blackie, for the last time, start talking. I'm being calm. I'm not going to lose my temper. But you're going to talk, and I'm going to sit here nice and quiet while you do.
Well, that's what I don't like about you, Faraday. You whisper all the time. Okay. Your unidentified body is a man named Bill Davidson.
Oh, it is it? Bill Davidson. You haven't even seen the body. You can tell me it was Bill Davidson. Who's he?
A real estate rental agent who worked for Henry Bryant. I think he pulled a rather tricky swindle and tried to beat it out of town.
Oh, you do, huh?
Sure. I got a brainstorm, and I can give you a perfect description of the body.
Well?
Tall fellow, blonde hair, and an anchor and crown tattooed on each arm.
Perfect, Blackie. Absolutely perfect. Perfect nonsense. The guy we found was short, bald, and wasn't tattooed. Now get out of here and don't bother me. And the next time, do me a favor. Don't get a brainstorm. Get a concussion.
And now back to Boston Blackie. Jim Palmer, ex-soldier, made a $300 deposit on an apartment in a building yet to be erected, and Boston Blackie smells a racket. But when Blackie gets to the real estate office, the agent is not there. Then he hears of the murder of an unidentified man and thinks it is perhaps the missing rental agent, but apparently it is not. As we return to our story, Blackie, deciding to pay a late visit to the office of the Bryant Realty Company, finds someone there before him.
I'll get in there if I have to.
Good evening, Palmer.
Huh? Oh, Blackie. Hiya.
Pretty late to try to do business at the Bryant Real Estate office, isn't it?
I gotta see those guys. I gotta have my dough back.
You obviously do, but look, this office is closed. Won't be open until tomorrow morning.
Well, I can't wait until then. I gotta have my dough as soon as I can get it.
Look, Palmer, when you first called me on the telephone to say you thought this apartment thing was a racket, you threatened to kill anyone who cheated you, remember?
Yeah, well, what about it?
I still have a hunch about that unidentified body that the police have. In fact, I came down here to do some checking myself. Now, if you had nothing to do with any killing, go on home and...
Get away from me, Blackie. I'm staying here.
Soldier, don't push.
Well, then let me handle this my own way. Don't make me go to work on you, too.
No, I wouldn't want you to do that, Palmer. You might get hurt. Now, be a good boy. As long as you're on the right side, you're on my side, and vice versa. We'll go into the real estate office and look around.
Go in? We can't. The joint's locked.
Yes, but it'll be unlocked in a minute.
Oh, yeah, Boston Blackie. That's right. I forgot. You're supposed to be pretty good with locks, aren't you?
Fairly, but I don't think I'll make the headlines for opening this one. There. Open already.
Hey, Blackie, how'd you do that?
I keep that particular art of mine such a secret I hardly know myself. Let's go in and look around. Wonder if a little snooping would tell me what happened to Davidson or where he is. Wonder if there's anything interesting in this file.
Yeah, but how do you know where to look?
I don't. Uh-oh. Here's something already.
What is it?
A stack of deposit receipts for the apartments in Bryant's buildings.
Gee, that's a terrific wad of papers. Well, there must be 1,000 receipts in that stack.
Yes. There are only 100 apartments in Bryant's building. This particular one. Look here.
Huh?
Look right here, for instance. Here's apartment 9C, rented to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 different people. Same apartment, but rented to 10 different people. This proves your theory, all right. That's a nice racket.
Why, the dirty... Here, give me those papers.
Hey, not so fast. What do you want with them?
The names and addresses of those people. I'm going to get the whole gang of them together, and we're going to tear Davidson apart.
That's a good idea if you can find him. But I'm afraid he's made his money and has skipped out of town. See that grin on his face in the picture there?
What picture?
There on the desk. Looks like he just...
Hey, are you kidding, Blackie? That's not Davidson.
It's not Davidson.
No. Davidson is a short, bald-headed guy with a funny
Short
look.
and bald?
Yeah.
Thanks, Palmer. Thanks very much.
What for?
For telling me that Davidson's dead. Found murdered at 10 o'clock this morning.
Dead? How do you know?
Faraday described him. But I didn't know it was Davidson because his assistant, Tom Johnson, told me the man in this picture was Davidson.
He did? Well, why would he do that?
Why, because Johnson was in on the swindle with Davidson and killed Davidson for his half of the take. He told me this was Davidson's picture to delay me. Tom Johnson's the man we want, and the man I'm going to get.
Blackie, if you come in and out of my office much more, I'm going to have him put in a revolving door.
Don't do it, Faraday. You'll have to go through it, too. You're spending too much of the time as it is.
Well, maybe I like to spin.
You do? Well, suit yourself, old top.
Yeah.
Faraday, I just got a correct description of Davidson, and it fits that unidentified body.
Correct description? What's wrong with the first one?
It was based on a picture.
On a picture? Look, Blackie, pictures don't...
I know, don't lie, but liars have pictures. And Tom Johnson lied to me when he said the picture on Davidson's desk was a picture of Davidson.
Why would Johnson lie? Sooner or later, we'd have identified that body as Davidson's?
Sure, but it would have been later. And where would Johnson be by then? Probably right where he is right now, hundreds of miles away with thousands of dollars. May I use your phone?
No.
Thanks.
I said no.
I know. I asked you only to be polite. Too bad you couldn't be polite and say yes.
Yeah, well, I said no only because I knew you'd use the phone anyway.
My, aren't we clever with each other?
No.
Hello?
I'd like to speak to Henry Bryant, please.
Speaking.
Oh, Bryant, this is Boston Blackie. Do you know where I can get in touch with Tom Johnson?
Tom? No, I don't. He called me last night and said he might be out of town for a day or two. The building's completely rented, you know, and there's not much for him to do.
No, I don't suppose there is. Well, thanks. Thanks just the same.
That's all, Blackie. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, did you find Johnson?
No, and Bryant doesn't know where he is.
But I suppose you do.
I have a hunch he's out of town, and if that's so, we're out of luck.
Quiet, everybody, quiet, and I'll explain why you're here. Yeah, Palmer, what's the idea of calling us out on a rainy night and getting us jammed into this dump of a warehouse? I'll tell you why. Just take it easy, take it easy. All of us gave a deposit of $100 or more to the Bryant Real Estate Company to give us apartments when his new building was finished. All of us? That's right. 1,000 of us paid deposit money on just 100 apartments. You mean to say... I mean to say that Mr. Davidson and Tom Johnson swindled us out of our money. Davidson is dead and Johnson's run away with the dough.
Well, what can we do?
I'll tell you what we can do. Bryant himself is the one responsible for this. He hired Davidson and Johnson. And Bryant's rich, and we're going to make him give us our money back. Now, take it easy. He'll do it. Or he'll be an awful sorry guy. But first, I want to... Let me finish, will you? Take it easy now. Let's give him a chance to square himself. Let's go see him right now, right?
Right. That's right.
Well, come on, then. What are we waiting for?
Let's go.
It's getting us. He'd better come out or we're going in after him. Hey, what was that? Somebody tossed a rock through one of the front windows. That ought to bring him out.
Hey, look, the light on the porch of his house just went on.
Yeah, and the door's opening. Is that Bryant?
I don't know.
Well, we'll soon find out. He's got his hands raised. He wants to talk. Now, take it easy, everybody. Quiet. Let him talk.
I'm Mr. Bryant. Now, what do you people want with me?
We paid deposits on apartments in your new building. 100 apartments were rented to 1,000 different people. We want our money back.
Wait, please, wait.
Quiet, everybody. Give him a chance to talk.
Thank you very much. I know just how you people feel. I just found out about this thing myself. Believe me, it came as a terrible shock to me.
We want our money.
Please let me finish.
Let him finish, everybody. Let's hear what he has to say. All right, Bryant, talk.
Listen, everybody. I'm insured against what happened to you. You'll get your money back, every cent of it.
Oh, don't give a fuck.
The bank's open at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, be at my office, starting at 9:30, and I'll see that each one of you's refunded every cent that you gave Davidson and Johnson.
All right, Bryant. That's okay with me. Is it okay with the rest of you? Okay, Bryant, I'm coming up to shake hands on that. Let me get by here, will you? Come on, let me get through. Sorry, bud. Well, Bryant, thanks.
That's all right, son, and I won't let you down.
You hear that, everybody? Are you satisfied? Okay, Mr. Bryant, we'll see you at your office in the morning.
I'll be there, and I'll have your money, too.
Okay, let's go, everybody. Come on. Come on, Bryant, all right.
Well, Tom, how did I handle that?
You were great, Bryant. The fools think we're going to give them their dough back, huh?
Yeah, they're going to be at my office tomorrow morning to get it. We'll be miles away by then.
We sure will. Say, that idea of yours, having a phony picture of Davidson on Davidson's desk, was great, Bryant.
Better than that. That, Tom, was you letting Davidson think that you and he were pulling a swindle behind my back when you and I were really just letting him collect the money for us.
And the cops will go on looking for Davidson for weeks on charge of swindling when they've already got his body in the morgue.
Uh-oh, someone at the door. Probably one of the mob coming back. You better get out of here.
All right, I'll go upstairs and get packed.
Good. Yes?
Mr. Bryant, I'm Boston Blackie.
What do you want?
Well, first, I'm wet and I want in.
All right. You're in. Now, what else do you want?
Oh, nothing much. You probably got rid of that crowd just leaving your house by giving them some smooth talk. But I don't want talk. I want money.
What money?
The money you swindled from your prospective tenants. Took me a little time to figure this out, but I'm sure I'm right. I'd like something else, too. An admission that you killed Davidson.
I killed Davidson?
That's right. Want to tell me about it?
Not right now. Oh, just a second. I can tell you I killed him. I killed him and put him in his car and sent him crashing down the hill. Now, what about it?
Nothing except for us to go to headquarters. Thanks for talking, Bryant. You've made this very easy.
Well, look behind you and you'll see someone who's going to make it very tough. That's the reason I didn't mind admitting the murder.
I'm not falling for that one, Bryant. Where's Tom Johnson, your assistant?
Right behind you.
Not exactly right behind you, Blackie. There's a gun between us.
Uh-oh.
So you wouldn't fall for someone behind you, huh? Genius, aren't you?
Tom, don't kill him here.
I won't. The longer he stays alive, the longer we wait till we're safe.
Well, what'll we do with him?
Well, those hands of his are tricky. Grab that cord off the drapes and tie him up. Work fast now.
All right, but keep a gun on him.
You let me worry about that. You watch his hands, they're fast.
I'm watching them. Oh. All right, Blackie, all right. Hey, you turn around and put your hand behind you.
Sure, Bryant, I'll turn around. But I'll put you in front of me.
Hey, let go of me, let go.
Sure, when I'm through using you as his shield. Now, Tom, I'm coming after you.
Stay back or I'll shoot.
Go ahead. You'll hit Bryant, not me.
No, Tom. I'm in front of Blackie. You'll hit me.
I've got to.
Just got you in the arm, Bryant. Now I'll give you to him. Here you are, Tom.
Don't.
Oh, what, are you kidding?
Oh, my God.
There. There, Bryant. That'll put Tom to sleep for a little while. When he wakes up, maybe Faraday will sing both of you a lullaby.
Mr. Bryant's safe open yet, Blackie?
It will be in a minute, Mary. There.
Gee, I hope the money's in here.
There she is, Palmer.
And there's all the money, too.
Wow, that was some haul, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, soldier. And look at it, all in cash, all ready to carry. Here, you take it, soldier. It's all yours.
With pleasure.
Why won't you feel rich for a little while?
Sure will, Miss Wesley, but I'll feel still better when I meet all those people at Mr. Bryant's office tomorrow and give them each their share.
How many people did Mr. Bryant swindle?
Some 900 odd.
Odd people, Blackie.
Yes, Mary. Bryant swindled 900 odd people. But this money and what the law promises to do to Bryant and his pal Johnson will make them even.
And from 79 years ago, September 17, 1946, Dick Kollmar as Boston Blackie here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We're going to go back almost 90 years to Calling All Cars next.
You know, this is still the season for carefree holidays and vacations. But don't be carefree on the highway. With roads jammed with traffic, this is the time to be extra careful when driving. When you plan a trip, Be sure to allow plenty of time so that you won't be forced to drive too fast or too long. When you get tired at the wheel, you lose your skill and your judgment. So don't drive too many hours at a stretch. Plan your trip so that you can stop frequently and get plenty of rest. And when you start that trip, resolve that you're going to obey traffic laws and regulations. Don't gamble with safety. Remember, the life you save may be your own.
My apology that I have talked so much this podcast Wednesday because we're running way along. But we are going to hear all of Calling All Cars 89 years ago, September 17, 1936. The West Coast program sponsored by Rio Grande Gasoline, one of the earliest police procedurals that survives today, and very well. As I said, this is Calling All Cars and the Verdugo Hills Murder.
Calling All Cars, the copyrighted program created by the Rio Grande Oil Company.
Los Angeles Police calling all cars, attention all cars, attention all Los Angeles County Sheriff's cars, broadcast 147. A murder in the Verdugo Hills outside Glendale. That's all. Rosenquist.
If all you people who listen to Calling All Cars would suddenly decide to try Rio Grande cracked gasoline, every Rio Grande service station tank would be dry in a few hours. Every week we appeal to all of you to drive into a Rio Grande station. And after every broadcast, hundreds accept our invitation. You look for the big Rio Grande sign. You see the slogan, Calling All Cars, cracks gasoline, and you drive in. If you followed our broadcasts carefully, you ask for a free copy of the Calling All Cars news and look for the illustrations of the 14 free gifts Rio Grande offers to boys and girls. Then you say, skeptically, to the attendant, well, fill her up with Rio Grande cracks. I've heard so much about it, I want to see how it's true. So, you get a tank full, and you get a handful of police money with your change, police money that youngsters are eagerly saving to exchange for Rio Grande's free gifts. And you start down the street expecting great things to happen. But nothing does. Well, remember, you've got at least a gallon or so of some other gasoline to use up. Perhaps you won't notice the difference until next morning when you step on the starter and find your engine roaring before you can get your foot off the button. You never had starts like that with any other gasoline. Get into second gear, speed up, and you can't help but notice how much peppier your car acts. How easily you pass other cars in traffic, can speed ahead after traffic stops. Look for a hill. Go up it in high gear. You'll agree then that Rio Grande crack makes all the difference in the world in your car, and you'll realize then what we mean when we offer you police car performance in your car. And now it is our pleasure to present Sheriff Eugene Biscaluse of Los Angeles County. Sheriff Biscaluse.
Good evening, friends. If an individual contemplating a crime, no matter for what motive, greed or revenge or whatever, could know what is common knowledge to every law enforcement officer, we would have no crime problem. The lawbreaker in his ego thinks he can pit his intelligence against the combined criminal experience of a host of officers. Such a man hasn't enough intelligence. If he had, he wouldn't try to get away with it. Even the most daring gambler would hesitate to play against the odds which confront the lawbreaker. It is my hope, and I am sure the hope of other participating officers, that this radio broadcast has in some measure, during the nearly 3 years it has been on the air, served to convince the public of the futility of crime. You can't continue to get away with it.
It is June 21st, 1913. Spring has come late, and the wildflowers are still blooming in the green Verdugo Hills above Glendale. Along a deserted path which branches up into the hills from the end of the car line walk a carpenter and a woman companion seeking the late blooming poppies in Larkspur.
Oh, John, it's so lovely up here.
Sure is, Purdy.
Look at that patch of poppies down there by that pool.
Gosh, just like a golden carpet.
Let's go down there.
All right. Only, Sarah, will you kiss me first?
Now, John, don't be silly.
Sarah.
Listen, what's that?
Sounds like somebody moaning.
It came from in those bushes there.
I'll take a look. The woman, all covered with blood. Here, Sarah, help me pull her out of here.
She's trying to say something.
Oh, her tongue's too swollen. Her throat's cut.
How horrible.
Listen, Sarah, we got to get her to a doctor quick.
Oh, we can't carry her.
No, but I have it. I'll get down the trail to the nearest phone. You stay here with her.
What will I do? I'm frightened.
Now, don't go to pieces. Get her some water. See if she'll drink.
Oh, John, don't leave me.
I've got to. You take care of her. I'll be back just as soon as I can.
Deputy sheriffs arrive at the scene almost as quickly as the doctor, who has grave news for them.
Well, Doctor, what is it?
Yeah, it's bad, Sweezy. She was dead when I got here.
But she was alive when you found her.
Yes, sir. She was moaning, trying to tell us something.
She died a few minutes after you left, John. At least she didn't moan anymore. It was terrible. Worse even than a moaning. Oh.
Perhaps you better take the young lady out of this. That is, if you're through questioning us, Sweezy.
Sure, go ahead. Take her home. She's all upset.
Thank you. Come along, Sarah.
Now, what have you found, Doctor?
Well, her skull has been fractured by a blunt object. Her throat's been cut. Either injury could have caused death. Another strange thing, her hair smells of beer.
Smells of beer, huh?
Hmm?
Well, here's the answer to this one. Look, Sweezy, the broken half of a beer bottle and some bloody stained bits.
Looks as though he broke the bottle over her head and then cut her throat with a jagged end. Nice fellow.
Yeah.
Anything else, Moody?
Well, a man's footprints lead from the place where the body was found to that pool down there. Toe prints are dug in there as though he'd stooped to wash his hands. Then the tracks disappear in the brush.
That fellow who found the body said something about meeting a man as he came up the trail, didn't he?
Yeah. Described him as middle-aged, stockily built, and in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. Well, you boys spread around the neighborhood at the foot of the trail and see if you can find anybody down there who saw this man. And, Doctor, you better get the body into the morgue so we can go over the clothes for identification.
A squad of deputies comb the neighborhood at the end of Brand Avenue car line. Finally succeed in discovering a woman who says,
Why, yes. I saw a couple go up at the trail about 2 o'clock. I was sitting outside on my porch.
And what did they look like, ma'am?
Well, the man was short and sort of stocky and middle-aged. The woman was a little younger, fat, and her hair was going gray. They were arguing.
Did you see them when they came back down the trail?
No? Well, that is not the woman. Just saw the man coming back.
When was that?
Oh, about an hour later.
Armed with this meager information, Deputy Moody reports to Deputy Sweezy at headquarters.
Not much to go on, that's a fact, but it will help.
What did you discover?
Nothing much more. No identification on the clothing, excepting that the underwear was bought at a Los Angeles department store. There was a hole in the shirtwaist that might indicate a pin or something been thrown off it. And there's a white line on the ring finger of the left hand that might indicate the victim had worn a wedding ring recently.
Well, that department store label in the underwear bears out a hunch of mine.
What's that?
That the victim and the murderer are from Los Angeles.
How do you figure that?
Glendale and Pasadena are both dry. They had beer with them. They must have bought it in L.A.
Well, I think you're right about that, but Los Angeles is a pretty big town. We've got a devil of a job to identify her.
We'll have to get a lot of publicity from the papers. And then when people start coming in to try to identify her, we'll have a department store dummy dressed in her clothes and see if they can identify her.
Good idea. We'll get the papers to spread the thing tomorrow morning.
For 3 days, a throng of people flock through the morgue, view the mysterious body, investigate the ghoulish display of the model dressed in the dead woman's clothes, are unable to identify her. Then, on the Wednesday following the murder, the city editor of the Los Angeles Herald summons a young reporter, Jimmy Pope, now Judge Pope of the municipal court, to his desk. Tells him to go out with the deputies investigating the crime and stick with them till they get the story. Young Pope, thrilled with the prospect of a big story, rushes out to the murder hill, joins the officers. It is a hot day, and after several hours of fruitless attempts to find something to write about, Jimmy decides to sprawl out in some tall grass and take it easy. But just as he sits down, he sees a young boy stoop over, pick up something from the ground, examine it intently. His curiosity aroused, he calls to him.
Hey, young fellow, what you got there?
Piece of paper?
Come on over and let me look, will you?
What for?
Oh, I don't know. Just want to look at it, that's all.
What you want to look at it for, huh?
Say, you're certainly full of questions for a young one, aren't you? Come on, let's see what you've got. I won't hurt it.
How much will you give me if I do?
How much will I give you? Say, what is this, a racket?
Will you give me a nickel?
I should say not. A nickel for a piece of paper? Come on now, be a good sport and let me see it.
Sure. For a nickel?
No. Hey, where are you going?
Home?
All right, Jesse James. Come here. Here. Here's a nickel for your precious piece of paper.
Oh, boy. Hey, it's a brand new one, too, ain't it, huh?
Sure, nothing but the best. Now give me the paper.
Sure, here you are.
A bit of black paper from a Kodak film.
Say, mister, what do you want that piece of paper so bad for, huh?
Oh, you got me there, young fella. I couldn't tell you. But there's one thing certain. Now that I've paid a nickel for it, I'm sure going to hang on to it.
During the rest of the long afternoon, young Pope occupies himself with one thing and another. Picks up some scraps of white paper from under a bush, sticks them in his pocket for luck, and at last, just at sundown, the deputy sheriffs give him a ride back to town. Weary from the long day, he finds sleep impossible when he arrives home. So to keep his mind occupied, he mulls over the black Kodak paper, examines the scraps of white paper minutely. And the next morning, he presents himself to the city editor with no story, but a meager lead to one.
What'd you get out there yesterday, Jim?
Well, I don't know if it's worth anything, boss, but here it is. A piece of black paper off a roll of film and some scraps of white paper. I fitted the scraps together and pasted them on a piece of cardboard last night, and here's the result. Seems to be a receipt.
Received of Mr. Larson, $50 deposit. Signed S. Hickson. Have you followed up on this Hickson?
Yes, sir. I've checked with the city directory. There's an S. Hickson that runs a saloon at 112 East 1st Street.
Better go right down there and see what he knows about this. And I'll send Fitzgerald over to the morgue to ask everyone who views that body whether they know a Mr. or Mrs. Larson.
While Fitzgerald races off to the morgue on the city editor's hunch, Jim Pope heads for the saloon on 1st Street.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
What do you have?
Are you Mr. Hickson, the proprietor?
Yes?
I've got a receipt here I found. I wonder if you could tell me who this Mr. Larson is.
I don't know.
You signed this receipt, didn't you?
Nope.
That's not your signature?
Nope. You must be mistaken, young man. I don't know any Mr. Larson, and I didn't sign that slip.
While Pope, crushed, reports his failure to the editor, Fitzgerald and the deputy sheriffs interview nearly 40 people who call at the morgue to view the body of the murder victim. Finally, a woman who stands looking at the clothes dummy in the outer office volunteers the first important bit of information.
Some of those clothes look familiar.
You happen to know a Mrs. Larson?
Yes. What makes you ask?
It might have a bearing on this case. Do you know where Mrs. Larson is now?
Why, she went to San Francisco on Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yes, she left suddenly.
Will you step in here, please? Pull the sheet off this one, will you, Steve? Okay. Recognize that body, ma'am?
Yes, that's Mrs. Larson.
Sure?
Yes, of course. I'm positive it's her.
Okay, Steve, thanks. Come this way, ma'am. Now, sit down right here, will you, please? I want to ask you some questions.
All right. What could have happened to her? Who did it? That's what I want to know.
That's just what we're trying to find out, ma'am. Now, what's your name?
Mrs. Mary Garschweiler,
Address?
1129 South Olive Street.
And how long have you known Mrs. Larson?
For years.
Where did she live?
Over on West Pico. Number 12, 2 3/4.
Did she live alone?
No. She lives with her husband and her daughter.
I see. Well, thanks, Mrs. Garschweiler. We'll get in touch with you when we need you.
Acting upon the new bit of information, Deputy Sweezy and reporter Fitzgerald rushed to the Larson home on Pico Street. Not knowing exactly what to expect, the two men approached the house cautiously, ready for any surprise move that suspected Larson might make. But in response to Sweezy's knock, the door swings open. A young girl peers at them a brief instant, then slams the door shut again.
Huh. That's a fine reception committee.
What do you suppose made her do that?
We'll find out soon enough.
Maybe she thinks we're bill collectors.
Then again, maybe she's been told not to open the door to strangers.
Well, what do you want?
Are you Miss Larson?
Yes.
Is your daddy here?
Well, what do you want?
Just want to talk to him, that's all.
Well, he's not here, and I'm sorry, but I'll have to shut the door.
Are you here all alone?
Well, I don't see why you want to know.
Better tell her who we are, Swizzy. The kid's scared of something.
Seems that way, all right. Now, look, miss. I'm Deputy Sheriff Sweezy, and this gentleman's a reporter. We're not going to hurt you. Just want to ask your father a few questions.
Well, I thought maybe we were going to rob the house. Mommy told me not to talk to any strangers. She was away.
Well, you don't have to be afraid of us, young lady. We're not here to harm anybody.
You say your mother's away?
Yes, sir. Daddy said she'd gone to San Francisco.
Now, where is your daddy? Working?
Yes, sir.
I hate to have to do this, Fitz, but we need a positive identification.
You mean take this kid down?
Exactly. If it's her mother, she's got to know sooner or later anyway.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
You're talking about my mother. Something's happened to
Now,
Mommy.
wait a minute, young lady. We didn't say that anything had happened to her. We just...
You did. You did. You said I'd have to know about something anyway. Where is she? Where is she?
It's even worse than I'd figured, but it's got to be done.
Taken to the morgue, the sob-racked child stands clutching Deputy Sweety's hand, looks for one instant at the body, then runs screaming out of the dismal place. Identification of the murdered woman is complete. A short time later, the grief-stricken child tells the two men a tearful story.
Daddy and Mother left home together last Sunday about noon. They said they were going house hunting. Late that night, Daddy came back alone. He said Mother suddenly made up her mind to go to San Francisco. He said we'd follow her in a few weeks as soon as she found a house up there.
And where is your daddy now?
He's at work. He works in a barber shop
Well, where is the barber shop?
at 110 East First Street.
110 East First. Next door to Hickson Saloon.
Having completed their investigation and gotten a scoop onto the press, reporters Fitzgerald and Pope accompanied Deputy Sweezy to the barber shop on First Street.
Just have a seat, gentlemen. Just be 1 minute.
We're looking for a man named Larson. Does he work here?
Sure, that's him. Back of the last chair. He's shaving that policeman.
Thanks.
Murderer shaves policeman to sheriff's clothes in. What a headline, eh, Fitz?
Don't be so bloodthirsty. They haven't proven a case against him yet.
But they will.
Your name Larson? Yes. Sorry to have to bring you bad news, Larson. But your wife's been murdered.
What?
Yeah. Just got an identification on that Verdugo Hills murder. The victim is your wife.
There must be some mistake. My wife's in San Francisco. I put her on the 1 o'clock train myself. Well, there must be some mistake.
There's no mistake. Your daughter's already identified the body. You better come along with us to headquarters. We want to ask you some questions.
While Barber Larson is slipping out of his white coat, reporter Pope ducks into the saloon next door and tells bartender Hickson the developments.
Now, what I want to know is, what's the big idea of the runaround? Larson is a barber next door, and it stands to reason you know him. And that receipt I showed you is signed by him. Chances are he's guilty of the murder of his wife and will be hung for it. Now, why hold out on me? Well, I tell you, son, it's my business. I make it a policy never to know too much about the other fellow's affair. And never to talk about what I do know. Well, that's a very worthy policy, but when you're handling murder, it pays to tell all you know. I haven't got anything to hide. I signed that receipt, all right. You see, Larson's foreman of the shop next door, and on Saturday nights, he's always left in charge. He brings the cash in here when he closes up to keep in my safe over Sunday, and I give him a receipt for it. Then on Monday, he returns the receipt and I give him the money, which he deposits in the bank. One night he was in a hurry. He didn't wait for the receipt. I made it out anyway, and I put it with the money. He found it when he took the cash to the bank on Monday, and he intended to give it back to me, but he forgot about it. Later he told me he destroyed it. So what do you think? Did he kill his wife? I don't know. He was awfully stuck on some girl that wasn't his wife, I know that. That's motive enough. Thanks for coming clean, Mr. Hickson. I'll come back someday and buy you a drink.
Hope joins the officers in the barber shop and tells them for the first time about the receipt and the story he had just learned from Hickson about the other woman. The officers immediately begin to search Larson's locker.
Well, here's one thing that may check. A wedding ring.
Yeah, and what's that? It's one of those, what do you call it, watches? Chatelaine. Yeah, that's it, chatelaine. The kind that pins to a shirtwaist. You must have ripped that off her. Remember, the doctor said the shirtwaist looked as though a pin had been torn out?
Yeah. I'll bet this is what she was wearing. Yeah, and looky here. A picture of a girl in a nurse's uniform. With her name written across the bottom. Lulu Maud Carpenter. Not bad looking, is she, sweetie?
Hey, wait a minute.
What's up?
Look, this roll of film here.
Well, what about it?
If I'm not mistaken, it fits this roll of black paper I got from the kid on the hill.
My boy, you ought to be a detective.
Why, I'm ashamed enough of myself as it is, being a newspaper man.
While officers are searching for the mysterious Lulu Maud Carpenter, Moody and Squeezy question Larson.
We found some things in your locker down at the barber's shop we'd like to ask you about, Mr. Larson.
All right. Go ahead.
This watch. Where did you get it?
I bought it years ago in San Francisco.
How about this ring?
Well, I bought that from a peddler on Main Street.
Where's your wife, Mr. Larson?
I told you I put her on the 1 o'clock train to San Francisco on Sunday.
You viewed the corpse in the morgue?
Yes.
And you deny it's the body of your wife?
Well, I can't be sure. I don't think it is.
Mr. Larson, you know very well it is. Now, why don't you stop lying to us and make it easy on yourself?
I'm not lying. I'm trying to help you.
Listen, Larson. You say you put your wife on the 1 o'clock train to San Francisco Sunday.
That's right.
There is no 1 o'clock train that leaves for San Francisco on Sunday or any other day.
You claim you bought this watch years ago. This watch belonged to your wife. Your daughter's identified it. You tore it off your wife's body after you murdered her with a beer bottle.
You say you bought this wedding ring from a peddler on Main Street. Your daughter identifies it as belonging to your wife. It fits your wife's finger perfectly.
You killed your wife, didn't you?
You killed your wife because you were in love with Lula Maud Carpenter, didn't you? Well?
I have nothing to say.
In the face of Larson's bland refusal to talk, the investigation grinds on. Little bit by little bit, the evidence piles against Larson. A conductor on the Glendale line of the Pacific Electric says,
Yes, I saw this man on Sunday. He got on my car about 1 o'clock down at 6th and Main and rode to the end of the line. He carried a bundle that might have contained bottles of beer.
And from a bartender across the street, from the barber shop on 1st Street,
Yes, I know, Larson. I sold him 2 bottles of beer on Saturday night.
And then the word comes that the officers have located Miss Carpenter and are bringing her in. While Moody and Sweezy are waiting for her, the developed roll of film is delivered to them.
Well, let's see what Mr. Larson's been photographing.
Pictures of our friend, Miss Carpenter.
Would you look here, Moody? These pictures were taken by that pool up in the hill.
Sure, that's where young Pope got that black paper.
Yeah. But can you imagine a fella like that? Takes his girl up in the hills one weekend and comes back the next weekend and murders his wife on the same spot?
He likes the place. Maybe he'll buy a lot up there.
Boys, we've got Miss Carpenter outside, sir.
Send her in.
Yes, sir. Will you come in, miss?
Thank you.
Sit down, please, Miss Carpenter.
Thank you.
I'm Deputy Sheriff Sweezy. This is Deputy Sheriff Moody.
How do you do?
Miss Carpenter, are you acquainted with Mr. Larson?
Why, yes. The officers told me what you suspect him of. I just can't believe it. He was always so kind and good to me.
Mm-hmm. Do you mind telling us, ma'am, all you know about him?
Well, I first met him last December when he came to my aunt's house to inquire about some real estate she was selling. He posed as a wealthy investor. Said he was single and lived at a downtown hotel. We became good friends after a while. He was very religious. Every Sunday, we went to church together.
Do you recognize these pictures, Miss Carpenter?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. They were taken by Mr. Larson when we went to pick wildflowers.
When was that?
2 weeks ago, last Sunday.
And last Sunday, he took his wife to the same place where these pictures were taken and beat her over the head with a beer bottle.
Oh, please don't.
Did you notice Mr. Larson throw anything away while you were up there with him? Any piece of paper, that is?
Why, yes, I did. He put his hand in his pocket for something or other and took out a piece of paper instead.
He didn't seem to want me to see it, so he crumpled it up and threw it away.
I shouldn't think he'd want you to see it. Here it is. A receipt for Saturday's take at the barber shop. He wouldn't want to admit that to you when he was posing as a rich real estate operator.
No. No, I can see that now.
When did you see him last?
On Sunday evening.
Just after he murdered his wife.
Yes, I guess so.
What did you do that night?
I met him about 6 o'clock at the P.E. station at 6th and Main. We had dinner at a cafeteria, and then we went to church. After services, we had a dish of ice cream, and then he took me to the hospital where I was due on duty at 10 o'clock.
Did he act nervous or upset?
Yes, he did. He was very strange. He kissed me good night, but not in the way he usually did. I said I was afraid he didn't love me anymore, and he made a strange remark. I guess I'm just beginning to understand it.
What did he say?
He said, I think enough of you to make it possible for you to be my wife.
This damning statement, the evidence assembled by the officers and the two newspaper reporters, need only a second and even more damning statement to convict Larson of the murder of his wife. That statement is made by Larson's daughter on the witness stand.
My mother told me once that if anything ever happened that she was hurt or killed, I mustn't let my father go free.
Larson could bring no defense to sway a jury away from the evidence of his guilt, furnished by Deputy Sheriffs Moody and Sweezy and reporters Jimmy Pope and Fitzgerald. He was found guilty of murder in the first degree and in due time was hanged in San Quentin Penitentiary.
Thank you, Sheriff Fitzgerald. Sheriffs and police chiefs of California, Arizona, and Nevada unanimously agree that calling all cars helps prevent crime, and that Rio Grande cracked gasoline helps catch criminals. Sheriffs of many western counties specify Rio Grande cracked, as do the police chiefs of Los Angeles, Oakland, and other leading western cities. These men give gasoline its supreme test, and they know that Rio Grande cracked starts quicker, goes faster, and further. As a result of the recommendation, Rio Grande cracked gasoline powers more police and emergency cars than any other brand everywhere it is sold. You can get this same gasoline in your neighborhood Rio Grande station. But if you are going to enjoy police car performance in your own car, first protect your engine with Sinclair motor oil. Many oils break down at high speed. Many oils fail to lubricate fast-starting engines. But we guarantee that Sinclair motor oil will never fail to give your engine perfect lubrication. The impurities have been extracted, the wax, the petroleum jelly that weakens motor oils, leaving only pure concentrated oil. Every Rio Grande dealer recommends and guarantees Sinclair motor oil.
Calling all cars, attention all cars, attention all Los Angeles County Sheriff's cars. A cancellation broadcast 147 regarding a murder. Suspect in this case now in custody. That's all. Rolls and quits.
Frederick Lindsley bidding you good night for the Rio Grande Oil Company.
Strictly a West Coast program, calling all cars, sponsored by Rio Grande, California, Arizona, Nevada, the locations of the program. And Rio Grande, as you heard there, had a tie with Sinclair. That was the big company out of Salt Lake City. The program it was written and produced by William N. Robeson. And, of course, Robeson, best known for his time with Suspense, Escape, and so many great shows. Robeson said, in fact, that he said in 1976 the great period of radio was 1937-38 through the war. It was only 7 years. Suspense and escape, those are the things one does later because one has all the skills at his fingertips. At the time, in the 30s, they said we were just trying to figure out how we were doing it. Learning skills, sharpening and honing our abilities. So there you go. Robeson, one of the best that did it ever. Calling All Cars, going back 89 years into that period of time, September 17, 1936. The show ran from 1933 to 1939. And one of the first police dramas where everything was based on reality. They were based on real cases. So there you go. Coming up next on Classic Radio Theater, we'll check in with Lum and Abner and see who the new school teacher's going to be.
Not all careless drivers have accidents, but many such careless drivers cause accidents. A woman driver who drives slowly down Main Street while doing a little window shopping is a menace. So is the man who insists on telling the people in the back seat of his car about his poker game last week. It's no wonder that ordinarily cautious drivers start to lose their tempers and take dangerous chances to pass these careless drivers. When an accident results, the person who caused the accident probably won't even be touched. So the National Safety Council says if you want to window shop, get out and walk. If you are too busy describing one of your sterling feats to pay any attention to traffic, get out and walk. The driver's license you have does not give you the right to endanger the lives of your passengers or other human beings. Driving can be dangerous. Keep your mind on what you're doing, or walk.
Okay, let's wrap up this Wednesday edition of Classic Radio Theater with another episode of Lum and Abner. This goes back 83 years, September 17th, 1942, as we follow the story of the new school teacher.
The makers of Alka-Seltzer bring you Lum and Abner. If you're going out with friends tonight or some night soon, pardon me, or if you're planning a little get-together over at your house, right now is a mighty good time for you to check up on your supply of Alka-Seltzer tablets. You may have the best intentions in the world to be sensible about how much you eat and drink and the hours you keep, but how easy it is to forget them. Well, when you do, you want to be prepared for fast relief for the headaches and the stomach upsets which sometimes follow. So, check up on your supply of Alka-Seltzer tablets now. And if it's running low, get a 30 or 60-cent size package from your druggist right away. Remember, it's far better to be safe than sorry. And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, it looks as though the Pine Ridge Grammar School is quite likely to have Llewellyn Snavely Gray for its teacher, in spite of the effort of the school board's new president, L. Edwards, to prevent it. The board met late last night to vote on Mousie's application, and as we look in on the little community today, we find Abner in the Jot-'em Down store and library, anxiously waiting to hear the results of that meeting. He hasn't long to wait because Lum is just now entering the store. Listen.
Yeah. Morning, Lum.
Morning, Abner.
You feeling as good as you want to this morning?
Oh, I reckon so.
How'd your school board meeting come out last night?
Oh, I don't know. Good minds to resign.
Resign?
Yeah. Let me sit down here.
Watch cat.
Oh, get out of there, Geraldine.
Oh, Oh, you might not got her that time.
Any done war to a frazzle.
Well,
War to a frazzle.
do you mean he's sure going to resign after you work so hard to get yourself elected president, Lum?
Well, I can't get no cooperations from the board.
Oh.
Looks like they're agin me all the time. Might just as well not be president.
You mean 'cause they voted to hire Mousy Gray for teacher this year?
They never hired Mousy.
They never?
No, sir.
Well, I thought he was the only one there was to vote on.
He was, but it turned out he didn't have a teaching certificate after all. What he had was a birth certificate.
Birth certificate? Well, do you have to have a certificate for that now?
I reckon so.
Well, you ought to be glad now that Mousy ain't going to be the teacher long.
Yeah, I am glad about that. But now they got an idea that's just as bad.
They have, huh?
Yeah, Ezra says he knows of a man teacher at Hot Springs he thinks we can get.
Man, huh?
Yeah, he sent him a telegram last night and told him to wire back today so we can vote on him tonight.
Oh, you're going to hold another meeting tonight, huh?
Yeah, we have to. School's supposed to open next week.
Yeah, that's right. Well, what's wrong with Ezra's ID?
Why, we don't want no man teacher.
We don't, huh?
Of course not. Men don't make no good teachers.
Well, the other day you was aiming on taking the job yourself, Lum.
Huh? Oh, well, that's different, yeah.
What's different about it?
Abner, don't ask so many silly questions.
Oh?
Can't you see I'm all upset anyway?
I know, excuse me, I'm sorry, never aimed.
I can see right through Ezra's little scheme, all right.
You can, huh?
Well, last year when he was president of the board, we had Miss Fredericks for teacher.
Yeah.
And he got to see her all the time. But now that I'm president, he wants a man teacher. I think I'll resign myself.
Well, how do the other board members feel about it, Lum?
Oh, they're for it, too.
There, huh?
Well, Uncle Henry will say yes to anything Ezra suggests, whether he knows what it is or not.
Yeah.
And, of course, Sister Simpson's awful anxious to have a man teacher.
Oh, natural. Yeah, sure.
She'll set her cap for him.
Oh, yeah, she'll be sparking at him.
Get out a pencil and paper for me, Abner. Gonna write out my resignation right now.
Well, now, are you sure you want to do this, Lum?
Of course I do. I've made up my mind now. No use me trying to battle again them narrow-minded bunch of ignoramuses. Hurry up. Get some paper there.
Well, all right. I still think you ought to think this over for a while.
I've done thought it over. If they want to ruin our school and keep our young'uns from being learned anything, let them go ahead and do it. Done all I could.
Will this paper here be all right? It's blank on one side.
No. Get a piece that's blank on both sides. I want to do this up right.
Yeah, well, here's one. Got a little stuff on it there.
Oh, that's a grocery order. Don't use
I can
that.
rub it out there.
Well, we got to put up that order, though.
Oh, all right. I'll find another piece here.
What's the matter with this?
Yeah, that's all right. I reckon.
Yeah. Let's see. Sit down and start writing. I'll dictate it to you.
Want me to do the writing?
Yeah.
All right.
To the members of the school board who it may concern.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Nearly all the importance papers start out that way, though.
No.
You got that down?
Just about. School board who it may concern. Yeah.
I, L. Edwards, hereby and herewith submit my resignation as president.
Not so fast. I can't write that.
Well, hurry up. Granny, this'll show them flat-headed, short-sighted varmints what I think of them. You got that down yet?
Just about. Now, I hereby and herewith submit my resignation as a flat-headed varmint.
No, wait a minute. That's supposed to be... Uh-oh, here comes Cedric. Put it up.
Yeah.
Wonderful world.
Well, howdy, Cedric. Come on in.
We're awful busy right now, Cedric. Well, I just come over to give you this letter, Mr. Lum.
What is it? Something from Mousy again?
No, Mom, this is from Mr. Ezra Seastrunk.
Ezra?
Yes, Mom. And he wanted me to ask you, Mr. Lum, if you could go to the county seat Monday and meet the new teacher. Oh, he wants me to do that, huh? Yes, Mom. He said if you couldn't make it, well, he'd do it himself. Well, you just go back and tell Ezra that he can go and meet all the teachers he wants to, because I ain't going to have nothing to do with it. Yes, Mom. Tell him he can go clean to Africa and meet him if he wants to. Yes, Mom, I'll tell him. Wait a minute, though. I'll give you something to take back to him. Have you got that resignation wrote up yet, Abner?
Well, no, you ain't told me what else to write down here.
Here, I'd better do it.
Yeah, take it, do it.
You never would make a stenographer, I can see that.
I ain't trying to. I don't want to be one of them.
Give me the paper.
All right, there, take it. Don't be so fidgety.
Yes,
And such a disposition.
Is it so about Mr. Mousy ain't going to be the teacher this year after all?
No, he ain't, Cedric. Never had the right kind of a certificate.
Doggone it anyway. Looks like I never will get past the 3rd grade.
Well, I believe you're more used to it there anyway, Cedric. You've been in that room so long now.
Well, I want to get out of there, though.
Yeah.
Reckon if I went to college for a while and learned some stuff there, then do you reckon I could come back to Pine Ridge and graduate from the 3rd grade, all right?
I don't know. Sounds like a pretty good idea, though, Cedric.
How do you spell nincompoop?
N-I-N-K-U... I don't believe I'm sure how that's spelled, Lon.
Well, I'll change it to something else. Idiot.
You about through with it?
Just about.
I still think you oughtn't to do it, Lon.
Mr. Abner, what do you think would be a good college for me to go to?
Oh, I don't know, Cedric. I don't know them colleges. I've heard of some of them. Vassar, I've heard of.
That sounds pretty good.
Harvard's a good college, I think.
Harvard?
Yeah, Squire Skimp claims he went there once.
Whereabouts is that located at?
I don't know. I reckon it's in Missouri there, Summers. That's where Squire used to live.
Let's see. Where's that other net, that Vassar business?
I don't know, Cedric. Don't know where it is. I just heard little Pearl talking about it the other night.
Here, this is finished. Here, Cedric, you take this and give it to Esri. Yes, Mom. With my compliments. Mom? Well, just skip that. Just hand it to him and tell him to go and meet the teacher himself. Yes, Mom, I'll tell him. I'll go right now.
Yeah, well, so long, Cedric.
So long, Mr. Abner. I'll stop in and say goodbye before I leave for Harvard.
Yeah, do that, Cedric.
Harvard? What's he talking about?
Oh, he said he might go there and try to learn enough to help him come back here and pass the 3rd reader.
For goodness sakes, he can't do that.
He can't, huh? Ain't Harvard a good enough school to learn him at?
No, it ain't that, but you can't go to college till after you graduated from high school.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And from the way the Pine Ridge school system's fallen to pieces, I doubt if any of our young'uns will ever learn enough to graduate from high school. Or 3rd grade, neither one.
Huh?
Just twixt me and you, Abner, I'm glad I'm out of this thing now.
Yeah, huh?
You bet I am. Never wanted to be president in the first place.
Well, what'd you make all them speeches about yourself for then, Lon? Cast all them favors at yourself.
Well, I was just doing that for the good of the community.
Good of the community?
Of course I was.
You mean it was good for us to get you elected president of the board?
Why, sure it was.
Well, I never knowed that.
Well, I stand on my record as when I was president before.
Yeah, you was president, all right.
Done some mighty nice things for the school. Got some new racers, new blackboards, patched up the roof, fixed them front steps.
No, you never fixed them steps now.
Well, I had it done.
Well,
I was president at the time it was fixed.
Yeah, you was president. You was president for 8 years, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good record, I guess.
Guess they don't appreciate what I'm trying to do for them.
No.
Sacrifice on my part. I was willing to give my time and talents to see that our young'uns got a good schooling. But I can see now that my efforts weren't appreciated. I'm glad I'm out of it. Man teacher. Never heard anything like that before.
Well, what was that letter that Ezra sent over, Lon?
Oh, it was just that teacher's application.
Oh.
Never bothered to read it. I reckon I ought to send it back to Esri.
Well, let's read it, Lon. He might be a good teacher for us after all.
How could he be? Takes a woman to learn young.
Well, let me take a look at that. I'm sort of curious to see what kind of a feller we're going to have this year.
Don't bother. He won't last long. I can tell you that right now. I'll find some way to get him out of there.
Well, I do know. Says here that he's got greenish blue eyes and auburn hair, Lon.
I hate and despise auburn hair.
And he taught school in Oklahoma and Kansas.
Red-headed teacher. Who cares? Ain't got nothing to do with it no longer.
Here's a note from Ezra. Did you read that, Lon?
No, and what's more, I don't want to read it.
Says, Dear Lon, I received this application this morning, and it looks pretty good to me. Squire Skimp was in my office this morning, and he looked it over, and he agrees with me.
Well, that's nice of them fellers. Agreeing with themselves behind my back.
I think we should vote for this application at the meeting tonight, inasmuch as I wasn't able to get the man I mentioned last night.
Huh? What's that? He wasn't able to get the man.
I am sure that Marion Salone will make us a good teacher.
Marion?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Huh?
Abner, run out and catch Cedric before he gets over to Ezra's. Get that resignation away from him.
Well, ain't you going to resign after all, Lum?
Of course not.
Huh?
When L. Leonard's elected to office, he always does his duty no matter how painful it is. They elected me president, and I'll do the job for him if it kills me. Hurry up, Abner.
Well, all right.
Granny's auburn hair.
The Miles Laboratories, makers of Alka-Seltzer, now offer 2 vitamin products. Their names are 1-a-day brand vitamin A and D tablets and 1-a-day vitamin B complex tablets. Well, right now, let's consider the vitamins of the latter group, the vitamins of the B complex. 333 units of B1, 2,000 micrograms of B2, 10 milligrams of nicotinamide, 250 micrograms of B6. Does all this mean anything to you? Well, chances are it does not unless you're a doctor or a druggist. Yet these figures are mighty important to every one of you listeners because they represent your minimum daily requirements of the B-complex vitamins, whose requirements have been established together with suggested amounts of other important B vitamins. Now, since you can't be expected to remember these figures when you go to your drugstore to buy B-complex vitamins, we suggest that you shop for them this easy, sure way. Just ask your druggist for 1-a-day brand vitamin B-complex tablets. That's the name 1-a-day. That way you can be sure of what you get, because each 1-a-day B-complex tablet is of guaranteed potency. So play safe, and remember, an easy, convenient, economical way to be sure you get them is to ask your druggist for 1-a-day brand vitamin B-complex tablets and take 1 tablet every day. Remember, the brand with that big 1 on the package is the one to buy. 1-a-day brand vitamin B-complex tablets at all drugstores.
Well, so Lum's not going to quit as the president. That's good to know. And we'll check back in with Lum and Abner on Sunday's podcast. 83 years ago, September 17th, 1942, Lum and Abner here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Hope you'll join us tomorrow for a Mystery in the Air. Peter Lorre, Bob Bailey, Virginia Gregg, and Let George Do It. Night Watch, Romance, and The Couple Next Door. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Thursday edition of Classic Radio Theater. Have yourself a great Wednesday. Talk to you tomorrow. I'm Wyatt Cox.